Guys, a new update is out for Team Fortress 2. It adds 5 medals. Like badges. For like 7s or some shit. It's huge. Today's a big day. Because of that. Sevens. You know, not that anyone even understands what I'm talking about, but the Sevens League that Sigafu runs, the one I have a self-made medal for, by the way, long story, they added a Highlander to their season. I take it Sevens wasn't working out too well, Sig? Yeah, I mean, his money. Do what he wants. The man is alive. Alive and live. You're gonna ask every day about Funkasm? It's never coming. Just for reference, I wanted to let you know that. Where I last left off, not trying to open GameSync, I have 6 badges. 2 to go. Indigo Plateau. And everything in between. That's what I'm doing today. I'd bring you the hot gaming news, but... what is it, a Friday? There's nothing. Anyways, I beat her, so I can dip out. Morning stream. This is not a morning stream, technically. I did not get any sleep, so I couldn't do it 10 o'clock. That's on me. But I'm actually playing Pokemon White today, so I half didn't lie. They may say it's for understanding one another better, but what trainers really use battles for is to compete. They hurt each other's Pokemon. Am I the only one who finds this terribly painful? Whatever. I'm gonna talk to your Pokemon. I've been living with Pokemon since I was born, so it's easier for me to talk to them than with people, because Pokemon don't tell lies. I feel like if you go through all the Pokedex entries, you'll see one Pokemon that lies. Justin was born in New Vema Town, lives with mom, and was given a Pokedex to start off a journey to see the world. Still, this Emperor trusts you for some reason. That's good. If every person in Pokemon cared about one another like you two do, I could watch over the future of people and Pokemon without having to liberate Pokemon from people who just use them. Getsis is using Team Plasma to search for special stones, light and dark. The stones hold essence of 2 legendary Pokemon. It's said that when they lose their physical form, they fall into slumber. You know, at least Legend of Zelda gives you visuals. I just have to, like, imagine half of the shit he's talking about. Do I look like someone with an imagination? My vision's to change the world without using force. Trying to change the world by force just makes others resist. If they resist, they hurt innocent Pokemons by using them for fights. They're not tools, yada yada. Daze. I don't like you. I'm tired? Thanks. Okay, that was a good conversation with Mr. N. How was your day, chat? Mine was good. I was driving home from getting lunch, and a bumblebee flew in my car. And I was driving, so I'm just like, well, I'm fucked. But the little guy just chilled out. He just, like, sat on the passenger seat. I kept the windows open, but he wouldn't fly out. So I made friends. I befriended a bee. So that guy yesterday that was trying to make, like, a funk bee emote, apparently that's actually relevant. I'm the king of bees. He flew out, like, probably 10 minutes later. But I enjoyed the time I spent with him. He was very, very lax. If it was a wasp, that'd be different. I'm not saying I'm racist to wasps, but they're little assholes. I know a lot about planes. I can maintain them. Because I know a lot about Pokemon, I can be strong. Alright. I'm just telling random people that, I guess. Deliver a lot of cargo quickly. This is the cargo service. I don't have cargo. I mean, I have Pokemon, but probably wouldn't be legal to send them. Fuck wasps? Yeah, you know what? Fuck wasps. There's a JoJo movie. You're fucking with me. Why were there... that doesn't... Is it canon? Is it something is it like on George Joestar? Please? Are you talking about a bad one? I assumed you meant like there was one announced. It's a live action part 4. Please no. Please, please no. If I've learned anything about anime and live action, is that you keep them mutually exclusive at all times. They don't work together. So who are the last 2 gyms? I don't know this region enough to know, but I guess I'll just find my way there. I don't suppose I could fly out to a new town. Those badges need to be shined? Yeah, well, if it was Diamond and Pearl, I would, but they decided to take that luxury away from me, so I don't really have an option now. I think I have this place cleared out now. You make me feel good on the inside. Gross. Did you delete Sin Bin? What's Sin Bin? Gonna have to elaborate. I guess I just go up on Route 7 then. I'm not sure how to pull up the map. It's not like, well, I don't have the Pokenav anymore. I guess it would be on... No. Don't act like you don't know what it is. I don't. Sin Bin? Is that... Oh, it's one of those fucking jokes, isn't it? You're gonna have to fill me in, I don't know. Pretty sure you can shine badges? That's bullshit. I mean, I'd love to be wrong. Tell me I'm not. Make a little ding. I can't shine the badge though, it's just there. That's not shining. Shining is using the stylus to clean it off. This is just poking it. Flicking it. You have to rub it. I was trying that. It wasn't making any sound. We have one more shot. Oh, you can. Huh. That's not as good as part 4 though. I mean, this is some new age technology here, but part 4, like, you could... I don't know, it just felt better. I just feel weird doing this. I'm not even gonna say anything. You know how you see that may have seemed like a stupid joke to you, but you don't know how hard it was for me to not smile during that. I'm weak. I'm weak-willed. What up with the beard? He's become a hipster? How does that... This doesn't even apply... This doesn't even count as beard at this point. This counts as pubes that happen to reside on my face. That's not hipster. Hipster's like the log beard. That's like the full thing. Knock on my door. Hold up. My older brother is stealing my car. Thievery. He needed my keys. FUNKe has a huge nose. Holy shit. Thanks. I am... How Italian am I? I forgot. I'm some amount of Italian. Like... 16%. But it all went to my nose. Nowhere else. The rest is Irish. I caught a Raikou. So, you think it's Raikou? No, it's not Raikou. It's Raikou. It always will be. In Pokemon Go. Right on, man. I don't think I ever got a... I stopped playing before they did the Legendaries thing. Which was weird, because when Pokemon Go first came out, the first trailer had Mewtwo in it, and then that shit didn't come for like a year. But I guess it's because they weren't really prepared. They kind of had to, like, fix their game. Which they never did. Well, they did, but... I don't think it's what I liked about it, you know. But now I'm just rambling. Cool. Nice catch, Sealger. I never won a gym. Nice TF2 stream. Is it set to TF2? I changed it. I hope not. More viewers. More viewers banned on Twitch. How much do I want this? Says Pokemon. Alright, we're good. Why are you following Shadman? He follows me? I can't... Someone said, like, one day, did you know Shadman follows you? And I'm like, oh. Okay, I'll follow him back. I remember one time I randomly, like, Shadman, or Shadbase, was streaming TF2, so I went into it, and the first thing I hear is, dude, I love FUNKe. He's honestly the best TF2 creator. And I'm just like, oh my god. You could draw me in a phallic pose any day, mister. Don't send that, please. They did fix their game now. My cousin started playing again too. I was quite surprised. It made me think that some people are actually picking it up again, other than me. Yeah, it seems like it's sort of making its return. Like, especially with the Let's Go thing, you know they're gonna... It's still a huge market. It's nowhere near what it was originally, but you know, it's Pokemon Go. It's gonna be a money machine, no matter what. Also, type differences. I should probably use that fire attack, huh? In hindsight. I still don't know what this thing is. I assume it's like bug. It's green. Must be grass. Play fork knife. I have. I played Fortnite during the Hot Lava stream, but after I finished the stream, I removed it from the stream title. Just so, like, for at least a percentage of the audience, they'll never know. They'll never have to lose that respect for me. It's ×4. Beg pardon? Metal and grass type? Okay, well then, fire should do. Favorite Flipnote Hatena animator? Hatena? I don't know if that's a separate thing. I know Flipnote. Myself. Dude, there's a certain amount of things if I could go back and, like, get, like, from my childhood. Stuff that I lost, you know. The top of the list would be, like, my old game consoles and specifically my DS, because I had Flipnote on it, and I had a bunch of dumbass creations on that. It was mostly fan animations of the cartoon Chowder, incidentally. Don't ask why, I just really like the show. When did Flipnote come out? I'm trying to get a ballpark on how old I was, but I don't remember. Either way, in the early days of it. So, the issue is I think I'm backtracking. I came through here. I'm trying to find my way forward right now. I have this issue when I play Pokemon, is that I almost treat it like it's just a talk-to-chat game, and I happen to be playing a video game. So I end up backtracking for no reason. Yeah, this is the previous area. Same year as the DSi. 2010-ish. Sounds about right. Are you playing the first Black and White and not Black and White 2? Because I never played the first Black and White. So I'm playing it now, so that I will have played it. And I will have not played it anymore. Once I'm finished playing it. You know? Tenshini doesn't need any XP. I want to get Swick Loops leveled up. I'm gonna assume that that's a level up Pokemon, and not like a Grass Stone, and hope for the best. You know what this reminds me of? In Gen 3, where you had to get the Acro bike to go on the high ledges and jump as opposed to the Mac bike. If there's one thing I'm glad they got rid of in Pokemon, is that shit. I get it from like a design standpoint, because like you have to switch it out to go to different areas, but it's just annoying. I hope they didn't bring anything like that back. I mean, like, yeah, I guess I didn't really play any of the core gens past Gen 3. I keep saying part because of JoJo. Because I came back for Sun and Moon and Oris, one being a remake, the other being a whole different type of game. Wow, a lot of juggalos around this part. Bikes are still cool. That's good to know. Want to get your favorite Pokemon Aggron? I don't know where to find it. What are you using to capture this? A 4K webcam that I'm just pointing straight at my DS. That's what I'm using. Maybe I shouldn't have used the grass type while running through grass areas, in hindsight. Do another viewer stream this week? It feels like you haven't done that in a while. I played I played TF2 twice on Sinister's server. I would call that viewer games in a way. But if you mean specific interactions... Also, there was Minecraft not long ago. I've done a good amount. Either way, yeah, there'll probably be some this week. Minecraft, I'd say. In a few days. Once watched a 7-hour critique on Oris and I gotta wonder why. I saw that. I don't think I finished it, but someone made like a 7-hour review breaking down all of Oris. And I was fucking like impressed. I'm always a fan of like complex breakdowns of games. Even like if half the info is useless to me. I know like Tamashi Hiroka did like a 50-minute or maybe almost an hour review of Diamond and Pearl, which I really liked. But the 7-hour one is like a whole different level. Like, dude, you know what you're talking about. If you can talk for 7 hours, you watch Joseph Anderson. I might have seen it, but I don't. That name doesn't ring a bell. If he's the person that did the 7-hour, I know of that video. I don't know of him. Why would you waste 1/4 of a day to that? Well, I mean, you don't. Like, with those kind of videos, it's more like you put it on for 1 hour every day or whatever until you're done. Or like if you're working on the computer or something, you throw it on the second monitor. Or your phone. Or your DS. I remember, I'll still do this sometimes. If I forget to charge my phone and I can't find the charger, I'll whip out my 3DS and just watch YouTube on it. It's the most, like, archaic shit ever. If you ever want to have a bad time, try to watch YouTube on your 3DS. You'll come to appreciate, like, phones much more. It looks like it's exactly what you'd expect watching a video on a DS is. It's like super pixely. It's like an aesthetic almost. You could make an aesthetic out of 3DS videos. Do they still sell cartridges with like movies on them? I remember during the Game Boy days. I can't believe I forgot that. The Game Boy days, they sold like TV shows. I'm glad they stopped doing that. Like... It's like, is there a market for this? I guess Netflix wasn't around. But I mean, I don't think any kid's gonna be buying the first season of Dragon Ball Z for their Game Boy, you know? Especially not in that shitty quality. Try watching YouTube on a PSP. Okay, but the PSP is still like... Well, I guess the 3DS is still supported. The DS, not so much. The well, I mean, yeah, the PSP isn't really supported either. I went out to eat with my high school friend, like, a day after the Weezer concert, and he was going on about how, like, he wishes they would support the PSP still. And I'm like, dude, it's 2018. I think you should give up on the PSP. It is a good console. My brother had one, I played on it. But PSP, like, PSV is dying? Yeah. It's like, I respect Sony for trying to edge into the mobile market, but it's like, it's not something you can fuck around with. I feel like, honestly, I feel like the Nintendo Switch is the closest thing you'll get to, like, it's the closest we've seen to, like, big market, you know? It's no longer the 3DS where it's like, alright, I can play some fun games. With the Switch, it's like, alright, I can play some actual fucking games on the go now. And you could do that with, like, PS Vita, but they didn't really support it well enough, I feel like. But again, I never owned one, so I can't be too harsh to critique it myself. Are you in the furry gang or animal control in the Discord server? What? Did someone start a furry splatfest in my Discord? This is what happens. I go 8 hours without checking my Discord, and something distraughting happens. It's always like, you know, I'm gonna go a few hours without looking. I've been following it. I'm just gonna let him chill while I, like, go mow the lawn for today. How? How do you even make this happen this quickly? I don't have a water type. Shit. I had a ground type, Sandile, but I got rid of him. Poison could work, I guess. Yeah, I called it a Splatfest because that's what it is. I mean, I know it's not, but the way you described it sounded like a Splatfest. I was making fun of it. This is why you check your Discord? No, correction. That's why I don't check my Discord. That's why I avoid it. Yeah, this is probably the closest thing I have to a counter typing. Don't kill me, but why are so many people attached to Pokemon? I won't kill you over that. That's a fair question, especially if you're a younger generation. But I don't mean to sound like an old man. But Pokemon, at least for people of my age bracket, grew up on that shit. Pokemon was the Fortnite of my generation. I'm not being literal, but like, to put it into relative terms, you know what I mean. It was a big part of people's, like, growing up, so and it's just like a versatile franchise, you know? You can make a whole new region with whole new Pokemon and still enjoy the same game without it being repetitive. Some exceptions. But generally, like, that's why people still like Pokemon. Also because they want to fuck the bunny. They want to fuck that bunny thing. I think those are the two probably biggest reasons. There's an infestation in your Discord. I don't want to click this link. I already know what to expect. What? See, I can see Sealger in that list. So, just to, make it a bit easier for you guys to see, I'd like to know... I actually saw foreshadowing of this happening, didn't I? Even the bot is named that? Why is the... Who changed the bot to have that too? I didn't allow that. It's my server. Why wasn't I asked about this? What are the two options? I have to pick mine. I've been totally out of the loop on this. That's what I get for sleeping in. Furry gang or animal control? Oh, that's clever. I know my pick. Well, I'm not telling you. If you see the streamer trying to use the same attack that he can't use over and over, just give me 3 seconds. I'll catch on. I just, like, that means I'm not looking at the screen. It's terrifying how similar we are in the face, especially pimples. You should FaceTime me, man. Can get a real comparison going. Looks like Junkrat. Just noticed that. If it isn't the champion Alder, I'm weak, so I lost. And honestly, it bothers me when you call it a fine battle despite that. Oh, honestly, Sharon. Just accept the compliment without stinging remark. I've asked you this before, but what do you plan to do after becoming strong? If I get strong and become a champion, that'll be the reason for my existence. That's profound. I want to prove that I'm really living. That's just weird dialogue. You remind me of Marshall. Of course, having something you want is to become is important, but what is even more important, you know, I'm reading this so, like, word by word, because I don't want to look at chat and hear more about this furry gang thing. I'm trying to wait that discussion out. Here, you two! Surf's up. Finally, I actually surf. I'm no longer a poser. If you use it, alright. I wonder what surf does. Please tell me. What do I do with my power? I don't know that answer yet. First, I want to become a strong trainer so everyone will acknowledge that power. Justin, next time, I'll win. Tell yourself that, Sharon. I'm gonna make you cry like a bitch next time we fight. FUNKe Cosmos is the band, not the singer, Re. Oh wait, someone updated Nightbot to say that. No, FUNKe Cosmos' name is Greta, which is why that was added, apparently. I don't know why I'm reinforcing that. People are gonna think it's a true fact. What's your persona? Mine is Captain Iglo? You can't just say the name of it. That doesn't tell me anything about it. Or does it? I don't know enough about furry culture. Is the name enough? Man, I really fucked up by using the grass type in my start area, didn't I? I played Gen 1, 2, 3, 4... Jump... 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So no 5... Wait. I haven't played Black and White. I haven't played X and Y. What was Gen 5? Gen 4 was Platinum and all that. Gen 5... This was next, right? I feel like I'm missing one. What was Gen 7? No. Okay, wait, I fucked up. Gen 7. Gen 7 was Sun and Moon. I was thinking of Gen 8, but that's coming up. This is Gen 5. I know, but I got myself mixed up. 1 through 4 and 7. I haven't played 5 or 6. I should have just said that first. Whoops. Rock type? I don't even know which... Actually, wouldn't grass be strong against that? But what if it's not rock? What if it's metal? Fuck it. You're gonna die anyway, Swick Loops. Would you ever stream New Vegas? I am quite open to it. There's a lot more games I want to play through first, though, before New Vegas. Actually, when does 76 come out? About, like, October-ish? So I got a few months, so yeah. You'll probably catch New Vegas before you do 76. Gotta play a good Fallout game. Planning to do an SR stream? I mean, there's always one. It's not a certainty. It's not like I don't meet quota on streams. But you can expect it. So I had to sit crisscross. Use ice? Too late. I don't know what Sin Bin is. That sounds like what Sinister calls his recycling bin. AKA FUNKe. How long do you think until FUNKe bans the entire furry gang? Well, I gotta pick my team first. I gotta pick my team before I Thanos up one of them. You know, so everyone's safe for now. Before I go any further, I think like half my team's dead. So, let's fix that. What was that subreddit that banned half of all the members? In honor of Thanos? I feel like I could pay tribute. I've got a good idea of who I think should go. But I'll let you figure that one out. Thanos did nothing wrong, yeah, that was it. Cub Chew. Reminds me of Teddy Ursa, but if it was sick and dying. want to catch it. But I don't need another ice type. But I feel like I'd like this more than I do the ice cream cone. Sinbin is a secret NSFW channel on the server. How much changed in the last 8 hours? Why is it old? It's like the second I don't look, more changes. Guess who made it? Oh, I wonder who. Who could have possibly made this Sinbin? It was Ray, wasn't it? Cub Chew. Gonna name him Curb Chump. He's worse than the icicle? Oh great, I'm glad I wasted a Ultra Ball on him then. Little bit anyway. Is that so? By the by, you folks seen that Team Plasma crowd lately? After all the trouble, we gym leaders met up and had a chat, but we got no clue where they are, like they're hiding under a rock. Well, not much to do but wait for them to move. Anyhow, this is none of your concern. Squirts like two of you should just I can't fucking do southern accents. Should just enjoy traveling with your Pokemon. Twist Mountain's a fine place to explore. You'll have some fun if you just leave this here path. Well, better you just see it yourself, instead of listening to me yammer. Be seeing you, Sprouts. Feel free to train yourselves on my mountain for as long as you like. Whenever I try to do a southern accent, I just imagine my grandpa. Because he's got the generic southern drawl whenever he talks. So conversations with him take twice as long as everyone else. You live in Georgia, how can you not do southern? It's North Georgia, alright? You go below Atlanta, you get more of the Hicks. We're white trash. We're not Hicks. Difference. Also, to be honest, I think because I was on the internet so much, it like made my, what would you call it, my dialogue, my accent much more Midwestern than, because like both of my brothers have that's not a word, slightly southern draws, but I don't feel like I have that. But my dad's from New York and my mom's from Georgia, so they also kind of canceled each other out accent-wise. If you've ever thought like how annoying it is to have like a family member with like a rich accent, all of my mom's side is complete southern and my dad's it's complete Queens. That's not Queens, but it's Queens. So two extremely different accents. And growing up around both, you can't learn either of them because they don't overlap at all. They're so different that it's like you can only pick up the in-betweens and nothing else. Literally cancel each other out. How long do you think TF2 will last for as a game? It made it this far. I see no reason why it won't go the same amount twice. I mean, it depends on what you mean by go for. Gopher. Because, like, saying how long will TF2 last isn't a blanket statement. It's not black and white. Haha, it's a pun about the game. Because, like, your definition of go for could mean, like, over 10k players in pubs. My definition of go for is people, like, in a competitive environment even know that it exists. So, if you were going by the latter definition, it's already done. But if you go by the former, it could go for decades. Think about Halo, think about Melee, think about just random old games that still have at least some sort of a player base. TF2 could easily withstand like a small player base. But that's not what I look for. To me, I want growth. I want to see resurgence. If it doesn't resurge, then to me, I feel like after like 5 more years, I won't be sure what TF2 has to offer if it doesn't like go in a competitive direction. And I don't even mean like getting rid of casual. I just mean like if they don't expand the game to have that community, where is there to go with pubs, you know? Where will casual be in 5 years? It's gonna be the same thing. What incentives will there be to play it over insert any other class-based game here? You know? That's kind of what I think. That's the... No. I was thinking that was the level-up version of the pants guy, but that's a different thing. I'm close to leveling up. I'll just play through. Melee would have died if Brawl was an actual good competitive game. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I feel like if Smash Ultimate is like an actual great competitive game, Melee will still have a scene because you have the purists. But Ultimate is also... I guess when you say good game, you mean one that caters towards Melee enthusiasts, which means it would have more of a likelihood to replace it, I guess. But there will always be a community for it, I feel like. It'll probably be smaller. Melee will always have a scene. There's going to be another one like it. Yeah. Or there's never going to be another one like it. Well, it's like, it's a product of its time, you know? It's got its specific roster, it has certain glitches, and just like mechanically, it's hard to completely recreate a game on a new engine and console and all that, and make it one for one. They couldn't, I don't think they could re-release Melee. And I don't mean like literally, I mean like, I don't think they could make a new game that takes the place. What the fuck is that? But... you'll see, like, you'll see 2 separate communities. This is a Pokemon? Is this like Spiritoon's retarded younger brother? I'm not even gonna damage it. Let's see if this works. Wow, I can't believe it didn't work. That's cryogonal, idiot. I know. The name's right there. The raw sexual charisma. I'm catching it. I don't think I'll ever use it. Maybe I'll replace the ice cream cone with it. Really? Okay. Make me waste 2. Rate my meme. Is it a furry meme? That's not a furry meme. Context-wise, I feel like I'm missing out. Hold on. That's... flip-flop. Nope. Okay, we're good. I figured it out. You... I wish you had, like, checked how much it costs to print this out, so I would know how much money you wasted on this. What door is this? Is this go to your bathroom? What is this door to? The closet? Am I supposed to be in it? How deep does this joke go? He's still uncaught, and I'm out of ultras. Do you agree the golden year for TF2 was 2014, or do you disagree? I disagree. I think I like 2013 more than I did 2014. I think 2014 was a pretty sizable year, but I wouldn't call it the greatest. I like the updates the most. heal ball? Why? It's going to the PC. Because you want me to give it a pink... You know what? Yeah, you're right. I'll give him the pink Pokeball. I'm sorry, it. It's got no gender. But can use attract. Also, is that a mustache or a mouth? I don't really follow. They? It's a snowflake. It doesn't have genitals. That's... I don't even know if it's sentient. It could be a machine for all I know. Looks metal. That raises a good question. If AI were to become cognizant, would it be an it or a they? Food for thought. Why not both? Thit? Would they be thits? Would they be gits? Can I bring back the git meme? I mean, it was never a meme, but... I like making fun of Irish people. Thates. I'm gonna stick with they. I'm gonna waste every single Pokeball on this guy. I don't even care. It's a matter of principle at this point. Well, there goes the pretty pink Pokeball. I'm gonna have to get him in a normal one. Looking kinda cute today, you better chill, bro. Yeah, I did this thing where I actually combed my hair before a stream. Because I knew the first thing Sinister would say is, "Man, you wrestle in a vat of grease today, buddy?" Not today. What I did with that vat of grease is none of your business. I caught it. It's a crystal, not a snowflake. What's the difference? Cryogonal. Crypto sucks. That joke could be taken two ways, making fun of cryptocurrency, or my friend Crypto on Steam, who sucks. Why are people talking about a furry gang and where can I join? It's a long story. I'd prefer to not go in detail. Swoobat? I'm good. Oh, trainer battle. Stop trying to run. Why do you never use lowercase letters? Because that's like 3 more button presses. And I like to scream my Pokemon names when I throw them out. It's so the mobile viewers can read the names. Duh. I'm just looking out for you. Because I grew up in a very loud household and I only know how to talk by screaming. Good to see someone is explaining the furry gang discussion. Here's the ultimate question, furries or vor? Why not both? What position did you play in high school football? Yeah, honestly, I feel like... Yeah. I never played football. I played soccer. I played... Fuck. Baseball. Here's the thing about soccer. I was the kid that would go out on the field and do this the entire match. I didn't play that for long. My parents took me out of that one pretty quickly. In case that wasn't a good example, I would look at clouds and grass. I'd look straight into the sun. The entire match, I just looked straight at the sun. Baseball, I remember my dad was my coach in baseball. But my dad is kind of sucks at it. He's a good coach, but he sucks at coaching me because he puts extra pressure on me, so I never hit a single ball my entire career in baseball, except one day. $4.99. Thanks, King Helix. Not King Helix. Okay. There was one day that I hit a baseball. It was the day my dad couldn't make it, so my grandma took me. And I fucking got like 2 bases off. And I went home and I'm like, Dad, guess what happened? And I think that really made him like think about how he coached me. That was the point where I was like, I'm not a sports guy. And some of you might make fun of me for this because you don't count it, but bowling. I did like, would you call it Little League bowling? Not like Little League, but like tournament bowling, like competitive bowling in a sense. Without bumpers, dude. Without fucking bumpers. That high level stuff. I wasn't bad at it either. I think I got like, I don't want to brag or anything, but I got, one time I got like four strikes in a row, you know? Again, it's nothing. Do it in my free time. Why isn't garbage Pokemon named 6 instead of 4? Because 4 is worse than 6. Easy answer, booty. Because 6 is good, and 4 sucks. 4 is literally a Rocky just going, I don't know what to do. Here's an entire season of filler, basically. Here's 40 episodes of filler and then 20 really good episodes. Not even 20. 10. I see you're a motherfucker. Mods, how do I refund my sub? I stand by my opinion no matter what. Take it or leave it. Type of guy to say sport he practices or esports? I can't even say that anymore. I don't even play esports anymore. When I was right out of high school and I was still like figuring out what I was doing, I was like weighing like, make content or esports? And then I tried both. And then I sucked at both. So now I do one. Maybe one day. I got a good 9 years in me, you know. Can always make my comeback into the scene. I tell you, for all the shit I give Valve, if they ever held a big TF2 tournament, I'd be very interested in participating. I'd have to really practice again. And I don't think I'd win, but I'd like to play in it. Would you consider yourself to be a variety streamer? I feel like you could easily answer that yourself just by looking at my VODs. Yeah. I've played TF2 more in the past week than I have, like, in the last 6 months. And that's 2 streams. 2 streams of it, so... says a lot. So, no. I'd say there are games that I'll find myself coming back to often, but there's not like... I don't really have a game that like, this is what I stream. This is what I stream, and occasionally I play other stuff. I play whatever I want to. You should play more TF2 with me. I've been enjoying more TF2, but I've got my limit, you know. For as much fun as I can enjoy with it. I'm not Dane, you know, I can't just, like, sit down after a hard day's work with a cup of hot cocoa and play TF2 for 5 hours. After a few times, I'm kind of like, alright. I wanna do something else now. You could distance yourself from being a TF-tuber. I don't mean to be rude about it, but I've heard that one of the most annoying things whenever I stream TF2 is when people use the word TFTuber. And it's not like I don't want to be associated with it. It's just I don't like the idea that TF2 is my identity, you know? So I guess that would answer your question. Obviously, TF2 made up and still makes up a large majority of my content. At least on the main channel. But it's like... I never, like, identified myself as a TF2 channel. It was a channel that played TF2, you know? Which obviously, I'm not, like, mad that people conclude that you're, like, a TF-tuber. It's just, like, when people assume that's all you do. There's a difference between being like, oh, you do TF2, and do you do anything else? Nope, nothing else. Maybe you're burnt out on TF2 and needed a break. Oh, trust me, I know myself. My stream schedule is basically the reason, like, I mean, you know my fucking upload schedule. I upload rarely, so when I do, I've had a lot of time to collect my thoughts. I don't throw out 10-minute live commentaries per day, you know. Same with the stream. If I want to play TF2, I'll play it. If I don't, then I don't. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Who's your favorite Pokemon and why is it Mewtwo? Mewtwo is hot garbage! That is every 10-year-old from 1999's favorite Pokemon. It's a badass Pokemon, but it's hot garbage now. Aggron is my top boy. Kinda your fault when all you did was upload TF2 for 2 years. I know, and that's why I'm not saying, like, don't fucking call me that, I hate that! I'm like, politely saying, like, no, I don't consider myself that. Keep sprouting wrong opinions, I'm a unsub. You do you, man. I ain't gonna censor myself for your money. Your mouth looks different. Are you a clone of Punchy? Yes. Why don't you do commentaries anymore? I like those. I do still do commentaries. You best start believing in commentaries. You're in one. I got someone asking on, like, Reddit that too. They're like, why don't you do live commentaries? This is a live commentary. This right here. And I don't mean that as in, like, see, you got your replacement, because it's different content, but, like, I don't feel a need to do, like, a 10-minute live commentary on a topic when I can just say it on stream. And then my opinion's out there. And, you know, I can repeat it maybe once or twice to re-clarify. There's, like... Stream is like my hot takes, you know? That's my form of live commentary these days. Videos, I don't want to focus effort editing live commentaries. I want to edit scripted, well-edited stuff. I don't like the part where you reply to unfunny chat members. That's fair. That's fair. I have no rebuttal for that. But live commentaries, maybe this is sort of like a selfish thing, but I make those more for, like, me to look back on than I did for other people. I mean, I wanted to share my experience, but, like, generally I've made live commentaries when I'm like, I wanna get this off my chest, you know? And I stream now. So if I want to get something out of my chest, here we are. And if it's super important, then, you know, cut down the live commentary from the VOD, put it on FUNKe. I don't do that, but in theory, it would be no different, virtually, from a live commentary. Woobat is psychic type. Yeah, he's a ghost type now, motherfucker. How's it going? It's great. I have 6 badges and I don't know where the hell I'm going. Well, big idea. Nice guitar. Thank you. Aren't there 2? I got 2. Aren't there? It's my room. I don't know. How many are there? Your best episode's the JoJo one, and FUNKe TV is really good. Also, Funk's in the Hood. Wow, thanks. I'd say, like, the JoJo video honestly kind of gave me a lot of confidence on doing non-TF2. I mean, I was never unconfident doing non-TF2, but it's always kind of like... It's less about, like... I don't know. The JoJo video made me be like... Alright. I'd be interested in doing more like this. Whereas the other ones were just like, hey, I want to make a video on this one thing. The JoJo video made me kind of... It helped me figure out my interest in what do you call that? Graphical design? Visual design in media. Like, when I first made FUNKe TV, it was just an excuse to, like, make a TF2 video without it being a live commentary. I wanted to push myself. But with the JoJo one, it's kind of like... I feel like it helped me figure out what I want FUNKe TV to be, you know? Breaking down visual elements in media. So, I like that one, too. There's one video that, like, made me most comfortable with doing non-TF2, but I don't remember what it was. I do know the learning curve video is kind of like a milestone point for me. That's kind of like... That's like, there's content before that and content after that, in a sense. And it's ironic because there's so much more content before that the average person looking at my channel is just gonna be, oh, he plays TF2 with his friends. And that's fine. Because it's my fault. If I had uploaded more, we wouldn't have that problem. I like my old content, I can live with it. It could be worse. I'm fine with Spyrim. That's some of my best content, frankly. John Warts, it is part 6. And I won't elaborate because not everyone's a fucking weeaboo, so they won't know what I'm elaborating on. But it's part 6. What's his worst video? Yeah, I'd like to hear chat's opinion. I already know for a fact which one is the worst. I'll score chat. But some runner-ups would be cool. Duck video. It's a duck video. The duck video would have been funny if I knew how to actually audio edit at that time. I ended up making the sound effects way too quiet. Kinda same with the groan zone. Great joke. Well, average jokes ruined by bad editing. Anything that isn't Teeth Gaming. I vouch for that. Wow, finally, Scrunglick. You're useful. Chat, A or B, A or B. Next 3 seconds. A or B, A or B. Too bad, I'm keeping it. All A's. Oh god, he looks like he's missing chromosomes. But he's one of my strongest fighters, so... no issues. Anything that's not a parody of an alt-rock song is hot garbage. I'd vouch for that. I've noticed, like, there actually has been a big resurgence in video game song parodies in the last few years. Obviously, Minecraft had a lot going, but, like, that was the one thing. And then suddenly, like, Fortnite came out, and there's a whole market for them. In every game. Again. But I've also noticed that they never do rock songs, they only do pop. That's called Untapped Market, baby. Well, maybe not Untapped, I guess Dane sort of fills it. I think your best bit is the Bill Nye. Actually, I think the Bill Nye was one of those videos that made me more comfortable doing non-TF or non-gaming. I still like the Bill Nye. If I had gone back, I would have done it a bit differently, though. I would have rephrased some of my points a bit better. Because a lot of my points were... I don't know. I feel like I was looking at the show through a specific lens. Specifically, like, I was talking about how it's like, the show fucking demeans you if you disagree with them. But there were some efforts to, like, see it from the other side. Anyway, I would have just elaborated a bit more in that video. Because there are some comments of people, like, misconstruing points. But I did like that one. Thanks. The Kappa Mikey one? I liked that one. I mean, I think that was of average quality. But it wasn't the worst. You're gonna say it was worse than Duck Video. Then, I don't know if I can adhere to that theory. There's a difference between I didn't like it and it's the worst one. Sniper Bowling. There's a contender. Objectively. Okay, Sniper Bowling wasn't even bad of a concept. Okay, here's the thing. Duck Video, bad concept, bad execution, right? Sniper Bowling, okay concept, bad execution. And Tyke did most of the work there, so I'm putting blame on him. Tyke, if you're in chat, if you're lurking, you know what you did. But it's my video, so I can't really use that. Best videos getting hammered. That video's private now. Actually, I think it's unlisted, so if you had the link, you can still watch it, but I thought that video kind of sucked. I just circled back. Best video is Skitscape can shuffle. There's a throwback right there. Shuffle. How do I fuck up the word shuffle? That already has an H in it. How does the list should have made it sound better. I don't like this cave. I'm max repelling again. You don't need to send me a link of the Drunk Funk video. It's on my channel. It wasn't a bad video, but I just didn't like... I didn't like putting out in the open, hey, I'm like, what was I, 17 or 18 and super fucking drunk playing TF2? I just thought, like, maybe that's something I shouldn't. Because there are kids that watch me, you know? And I got this whole, like, conscience inside me. But also, it's just... weak video. Link the RuneScape? I don't have it on hand. I'm sure you can find it. I made a RuneScape video like 2 years ago. A newer one. But I only ever released it on my Steam group. It's still in the announcements, I think. That was like a special... That was before I had the Discord. I got bored, so I made like a video. It wasn't even that good. But I released it only to there. Relist ticking time bomb? It is relisted. It's up now. Although it did get demonetized. Thanks. Thanks, YouTube. Ticking time bomb was my first non-TF2 video, technically. But I unlisted it for a while, and then another one came out, so you could argue that it's not anymore. Either way. It's up now. What are the hexagons on the bottom screen this many years later? I mean, I know they're supposed to symbolize online play stuff, it's just they... I don't know what they're specifically supposed to be, like DNA prints? I don't know. I'm not playing online, so... doesn't apply to me. I know there's a dead end here, but I want to double check. Not dead end. Open end. This is new, I think. They eventually added like the feature where you could just you could chain repels and not have to go through the menu, didn't they? God, I miss being able to use that. This is painful. turn, please. I don't want to fight right now. I'm kind of in a bad position. They added that in black and white too. So close yet so far. Favorite subject in high school? Psychology. My psychology teachers, or was it? Yeah, psychology. Like, it was like a philosophy psychology type class. And my teacher's name was like Bondolio or something. Something super Italian. So I just I got along with him well. I've talked about him a few times, but to summarize, he's like a generic philosophy teacher, right? Kind of like you suspect he's a stoner, but he's not open about it. He's like sort of like he's like thin with the long hips, like hippie hair. Cool guy. Fun class. Favorite subject in general? Again, probably philosophy. If you mean like academic generals, I don't know, probably literature. I'm more of a I liked, what are they called? I can't even name them. Literature devices, you know, like similes and metaphors and all that. I like clever wordplay. So I liked learning about those. And again, I don't have a water type, so playing through. NPC in the area will heal me. Okay. Probably shouldn't have used all my heals then. Look at the most recent pinned in general. Okay, but if it's bad, I'm leaving the Discord. In the grotto, there is a cancer known as the Furry Gang, a malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the entire grotto. They're experimenting with danger. I'm not even going to finish that. That is a nerd paragraph from the animal control team. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to sit this one out. Everyone cool with that? I'm just going to sit this one out. Malignant. I was reading through it fast. Give me a break. I'll do another Splat stream with viewer tournament. FUNKe looks constantly stoned. No, I don't. I constantly look peppy. I can't hold it. Maxis' speech from Fallout 4. Like I'd know. Like I finished Fallout 4. I've heard you're a furry. Oh, no, you're getting me mixed up with Sinister, aka /. Common misconception. Korok is kicking my ass. Proof that you're a furry. No, you did not. I thought someone force changed my name. Why is that? I'm not even going to show that on stream. Someone edited my name to have one of the brackets. I told you, I haven't chosen a side. Don't impede on my right to choose a side. I still think you look like a hamster. I don't know what you want me to do with that information. You keep coming here and telling me I look like a hamster. What do you want me to do with that? You want me to shove baby carrots in my mouth and run on a giant wheel? Because I'll do it. I have one. Don't ask why. It's irrelevant to the conversation. Hold on, I want to look something up. Why? Why, Google? Why? You fucking lied to me. So much for the transparency. I've been fooled. That was not a transparent image at all. There you go. The stream... The streamer is now where he belongs. You're not using it right? Just gonna leave that here. Wait, you know what? I probably shouldn't leave that up there because the mouse people are gonna... They're gonna use it against me. Oh, you know what? That didn't happen. Nobody saw that. I'm not taking sides. That was irrelevant to the war. That was a non sequitur joke that has nothing to do with the Discord thing. It's not canon. This doesn't go in the Funk Bible. This is a spin-off. Palpitoad. That looks like a Digimon. Seen the sketch from Monty Python about mouse people? I think you'd fit into that group. Have you seen the trash can in your kitchen? I think you'd fit into that group. Beba. Yeah, I'm not as big fan of the designs this gen. I was sort of hanging around to see, but I'm indifferent. Even the starters are kind of whatever. Join my faction, the Go Fuck Yourself faction. I can get behind that. Genesect is cool, though. Isn't Genesect from Gen 4, though? Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple decent designs. I just, overall, don't like this gen. Gen's designs. No? Well. Shows to go my memory, huh? Alright, don't take this the wrong way, but it's getting kind of hot in my room. Don't think anything of that, alright? That was purely for temperature sake. And you know, if I get a couple $100 donations along the way, so be it. But this has nothing to do with that. It's purely to maintain my body heat. Moving along. Shut up, Sinister. You live in the southern US in the middle of summer. Yes, I do. But I'm also... I don't have enough, like... I know I may have these hamster chubby cheeks, but I'm kind of bony the rest of the body, so I don't have the body heat of American chub, you know? So it evens out for me, I guess. I'm going to lose to a Clang. And I've come to accept that. I think I'm out of revives too, so... Oh no. I'm good. I might not have heals then. Sorry, Tech Deck, you're kind of the substitute here. I'm letting you tank the shot so I can heal up Ten Shinhan. I couldn't detect. I was using that round to heal. But I'm all out of healing things now, so that's a problem. Oranberry. 10 HP. Lemonade? That's good enough. It's basically like a super potion. He's still alive. Well done, JoJo Part 4. See if maybe you can help. Stop losing to weak Pokemon. It's not my fault that I chose the wrong Pokemon. God. My controller was broken. My hands are cold. When all else fails, just use the over-leveled starter and do no damage. Yeah, they're all very slow pokes. That's it, we need a new streamer. Someone come in. I'll go get Funko. Funky's out. Funk with an E is out. We'll get Funko in. Or Funku. Or Funk Y. One of the other Funks. I was told there's someone that heals my team, but I don't know how close they are. Oh, that's good timing. I was just talking about substitutes. I can't tell if I'm in a new area or somewhere I've been. Place is just for confusing. Yeah, I've been here. Do I need to give you a chart? Yes. I need a map. Never mind. I figured it out. And there's probably a big fight here, so... Hold up. How many lemonades do I have? At least one would be nice. None. I'm all out of healing. This is... not good. I have fresh water. Yeah, you're gonna need it. This is fuck, dude. Second strongest? Jojo or Scrung? Do both. I'm just trying to get myself in his... What's like the next NPC heal me? Healing a fire type with water, are you bonkers, Funk? Listen. It's Pokemon. Concept of, like, sense doesn't work here. Taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. That's not real strength. I don't know. I feel like the ability to steal these godlike animals... It shows a sign of strength. There you are. We found that thing you were looking for. We should head for the tower now. Get this. Team Plasma's obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. That's right. We must force an order to right the wrongs of this world. Now, let's gather around our king, our Lord N. These guys, I don't know what they found, but they go the extra mile to gain power and cause trouble. What a bothersome bunch. I'm gonna stay here for a while. I want to think a little bit about what the champion asked. What do I want to do after I get strong? Stand in caves and contemplate, apparently. Look in junkyard. Can you see the excitement on my face? Where? The newest post or pins? I see a classic junkyard shit posts. Full of a lot of furry. Yeah, a lot of furry posts, actually. Thanks for telling me to check that. I'm really glad I did. I'm glad I started a Discord. Say what you want about my Steam group, they never pulled shit like this. Yep, I've heard of it. And he's still gonna tell me. I know it's just past Ikukure City, but that's all I know about it. That's all anyone knows, because no one has ever been inside. The Steam group has also never made a good meme, so that's fair. They'd rather ship you with friends. Yeah, you know what, that's fair. I'd still take the Discord. Pain and all. Also, I wasted all of that healing when there was no fight, so that's great. Steam group didn't have furries. It had a lot of pictures of what must clearly be girls with cute asses, because they were all at the top of the group list, and their names had exclamation marks. I'm sure they were real people, so they had that. I mean, you're not gonna tell me people would use pictures of girls' asses and exclamation marks to, like, sell their bots. Nobody would ever do that. That's inhuman. Some OCD person in the crowd's gonna be mad I bought 19 of them. You can deal with that. I'm not gonna pay attention to how many I buy. That's good. Good enough. Ballpark it. Actually, I need Ultra Balls too. I want to be shipped with Funk. I don't. I don't think him and me would get along well. Oh, I can't. Wait, how much did I spend? I spent all my money. Maybe I should have paid more attention. Oh well. Now I'm stocked up. I want in on this. 2 dragons. Mix it up day and night, because today everything's alright. Spin, spin, turn and spin. Spin apart, mix and twirl. You know what this reminds me of? Anyone play RuneScape in 2010? You know what I'm talking about. Standing in Varrock Square. If 2 people like follow each other or more in RuneScape, they do this really weird dance where they just circle around each other. And people would roleplay in RuneScape by following each other and pretending they're dancing. There was a whole scene for it. It was really graphic. I'm surprised they let children play that game. I heard that Bryson was in the movies a long time ago. Who? They say ideals intermingled with truth and the Dragon Spiral Tower was created. It's been there watching us for thousands of years. I don't know whether or not this is true. You're not allowed to dance funk. They don't need more people. Like, name 1 quintet. Fuck. You're right. Well... Damn, what was 1 quintet? I'm trying to think of a band with 5 members, but like... Almost all the bands I know are 4 members. With exception to King Grizz, which is like 10,000 guys. Ozma, is that 4? Brumel? The girl, that other singer? Drummer? I guess there's 5. Giz. King Grizz. King Grizzly Berry. One of my favorite bands. I'm sorry, I didn't pronounce it correctly. King Jizz. I always get that mixed up. Jackson 5. I guess you're right. It's worrying we haven't heard anything about a major update from Valve, even with Jungle Inferno, because we had a couple blog posts leading up to it. So you know at the beginning of the stream where I made a joke where, like, there's a new update, they added badges. So, like, I had to hold myself back, because I was on, like, I think it was TFTV, typing up a storm, just like... It's fucking amazing. Like, I'm not bothered by the fact that they release updates like this. I'm bothered by the fact that we don't hear anything for months about what things are going to get changed, what major exploits and bug fixes are going to be fixed, and when we can expect it. And after, like, 2 paragraphs, I'm like, I've done this. I've done this every month for the past year. And I just deleted it and stopped typing it. Because I've realized that Valve never changes. No, I mean, I figured that out long ago, but I've come to terms with it now. It's very concerning. It's not that I think they're not working on something. It's that I think they're regressing again. They had like a year or 2 where they're like, alright, we're gonna talk to people, maybe talk to like Dane or Banny over Steam like normal developers do. But they don't even do that anymore. They straight up aren't saying anything. Why? Does that mean it's close or far away? It could be either at this point. Valve doesn't change. How long do you think the community can keep itself alive without updates? Alright, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but would the average TF2 player call the community being kept alive right now relative to 3 years ago? If you're being honest, like... it seems like, at least in the TF2 content creation, there's a lot of the bigger names... I think I have experience in saying this, have slowed down uploading because there's just not as much to cover. So you don't, and the people that are making content on it kind of have to stretch, you know? There's not much to do in the game that's new, you know? It's suffering from that. Is this a gym? Yeah, it is. Ice type? Oh, shit. I might not get my ass kicked for once. We're all in a business vacation as always. Yeah. I certainly am. But yeah, like, it's just... I don't know. With Valve, what you see is what you get. For a while, I kind of gave Valve the benefit of the doubt, where I'm like, alright, they're silent, but I'm sure they're doing stuff. I'm sure they are working on stuff, but... I have no reason to be excited for any of it until something's actually released. You know how Valve was prided as this company that can, like, hype people up for these updates with ARGs and stuff? Yeah, half a decade ago. I don't get it. That's one of the things that upsets me. Why don't they do ARGs anymore? Is it that hard? Is it that hard to make a secret page for an update? Remember, like, how, like, half of the major updates don't even get an update page now? They're just patch notes? The problem isn't... the problem is, like, all of the TF2... And everything circles back to this issue. All of the TF2 development team are developers. That's it. Well, it's... They don't even have enough of that. They're developers and they don't even have enough. They don't have writers. They don't have managers. They don't have PR people. So they don't know how to properly get hype going. They don't know how to communicate. They don't even know how to say, here's a behind-the-scenes blog post. All they know is, hey, what should we work on? We should work on, I don't know, fixing the ELO system. Alright, let's do that for 4 months without saying anything. So that's why Valve has suffered. Well, TF team has suffered. You have to fight every trainer? Whew. Oh boy. I can't wait. I got you a type chart. I don't need a type chart. A type chart doesn't... I have a decent idea of what the typing advantages are. I don't know what types the Pokemon are. What is this thing? What is that? Steel? It's made of... I don't even know what it's made of. Ice? I guess it's... Okay, I guess I could use context for this one, because I'm in an ice gym. But, like, in caves and stuff, that chart's not going to help as much as just learning the types. Not to excuse myself, because I don't know everything. I will still find myself using the wrong things. I just didn't think that was the main issue. Look at the names. Okay, in hindsight, yes, cryo should mean ice, but in my defense, I saw the name and I just didn't connect the dot. But in hindsight, yeah. You're right. Actually, they used Glico, not Elo. Maybe if they used Elo, people would actually play it. Problem solved. But yeah. Glico. Hi, Lamai. Your name sounds like Lamau. If someone said it with an accent. Lamai. Yeah, it is a snowflake. should grind Scrafty. This thing? I mean, I feel like it'd be better to just waste this gem with the pig thing. But I guess he could use the levels. You're a snowflake? What are you, my therapist? I wish you were. Valve just kept pumping out updates. Would it be worse, though? My problem isn't... I don't want them pumping out updates. I want to know what they're doing. If they said, hey, we're working on a heavy update, it's gonna take a few months, I'd be like, okay, cool. I wouldn't even, like, push them. I'd want it to be sooner rather than later, but at least I'd know. My complaint isn't, we aren't getting major updates once a week. I don't know what they're working on. Are they working on competitive? Did they give up on competitive? For all I know, they did. They're not. They didn't, but I mean, that's how it feels. Like, I don't know. What are they doing? Is the heavy update even happening? They never confirmed it. They just said maybe. One of them will get it first. Who knows, dude? Yeah, it's safe to assume I can't cheese my way out of this. Main problem with TF2 ELO is that it's made by Valve, but the CSGO one is made by another company. I mean, the ELO isn't even that bad anymore. I mean, it's still bad, but it's hard to tell because the player pool of ranked is so small. You almost have to have those worse balanced games, you know? So, we couldn't really tell until more people are playing it, and more people aren't going to play it until Valve does something to make people play it, and Valve aren't going to do something to make people play it until it's fixed, and it's not going to be fixed until more people play it. So we're kind of stuck in an endless cycle here. And I'm kind of stressed about it. Controller briefly stopped working. This weekend I have to go to Cali to visit my uncle that's hospitalized with a fatal heart disease, cardiomyopathy. Oh no! What is cardiomyopathy? What is that? Epic. Truly epic. Now this is epic. What if they did start communicating like that? Would it be better of their promises, or would it be... Okay, I'm gonna start over. What if they did start communicating like that, but most of their promises are vapid and unrealizable? Would that still be better? No. I'm not asking for them to lie out their asses. I'm asking for them to give an honest rundown of what's on their minds. Like, even if they can't say when to expect it, what's on their minds? It's okay for Valve to say, hey, we're looking into this, and not do it. It's not okay for them to say nothing, or for them to definitively state. Valve's problem is they're afraid they'll say something and then change their mind, and then they're going to be held accountable for promising something. But they don't realize that they can just say, hey, we're going to experiment, without promising. Valve, you don't have to promise. You just have to say, hey, this is what we're looking into. And that's one of the big problems with them. They're afraid, they don't want to say, the reason they didn't confirm the heavy update is because what if they don't feel like it? Well, fuck, now we have to. But all they can say is, we're gonna look into it. We're gonna put our effort into this. You can communicate without making unrealistic promises. And obviously, even if they did that, people would still complain. But I guarantee you they'd be complaining much less. Much less than people do now. Hey guys, get ready for TF2 Battle Royale. Grunglik's actually doing well against these guys. And what upsets me the most about it isn't that they aren't communicating, it's that they know they aren't communicating. You could argue, like, they're innocent by, like, not knowing or something, but they know. Their community's small. They check TFTV, they check Face Punch, they check RTF2. They know what people are saying. They have direct lines with players that will tell them too. I'm sure Banny tells them, "Hey guys, maybe you should tell the community a bit about what you're doing." But you know what they do? They say, "Fuck you. You do it, Banny. You tell them. We're not gonna do that." Obviously, I'm hamming it up, but like, that's about what you get with Valve. And that's what upsets me. They're fully aware of these problems. They know that they need to just get someone to do PR. They know that it wouldn't hurt to get a writer to sit down once every month and write up a blog post for TF2. They know, but they choose not to. Why? I don't know. I don't have the reason why. Clearly there must be a good one for them to do it. They actually need to put people in the dev team. Yeah, I'd say you're right. Let's not discuss how many people are in the TF2 dev team. I'm getting deja vu from every fucking week. It's less than they need, but more than... It's less than they need, but more than enough. Jill hasn't logged into Face Punch in 4 months. I'm sure he lurks. But he knows that the second he logs in, someone's gonna post, "Guys, Jill's been active." I know they lurk. What else are they fucking doing? They're on the TF team. Their job is TF2. You think they're not looking? The way they act would certainly imply it, but I know they're looking. I think that the TF team has some... I don't want to say they're stupid or anything, because they're not stupid people, but they aren't handling it well. But I know they're smart enough to keep up with their community, and I've heard enough from friends to know that they do follow the community. And it's not a big community, so it's not like if you're a TF2 developer, oh, it's possible you'd miss some opinions. There's like 3 major places to hear the community. RTF2, TFTV, and Face Punch. And even Face Punch is kind of minute these days, to be honest. I love them, but the moderators on that forum kind of neutered the forum. But it's still like, that further proves my point. You know, it's a small community. It's tight-knit. It's not that hard to find out what the community is saying, right? You know what the community's saying? Hey, give me a blog post, please. That's all. They're not even demanding an update. They're demanding knowledge, because knowledge is power. And this is why I don't bring up TF2 myself, because the second someone talks about it, you get me spilling my woes. But I think they're justified woes, so I stand by it. This is gonna be a difficult gym. Might be here a while. They probably get paid the same as a McDonald's employee. It's Valve. It's Valve. They get paid a little more. They get paid a little more than McDonald's employees. Here's the thing about Valve. It's relatively small for a big company. There's like, what, 300 total members at Valve? I don't have any specific example, but generally game dev companies have 1,000 plus, right? So, for one, the total paycheck is distributed smaller. I don't even think Gabe takes that much. I'm sure he takes a big cut, but like, I don't think it's like a Ubisoft situation. Like, it's not like 95% goes to the top. If you work at Valve, you aren't paid. From what I hear, I'm paraphrasing here, but you aren't paid based on where you work. You're paid as a employee, like an independent worker of Valve. So like all money of Valve, it just gets split in a sense. Obviously, some goes to like, you know, funding of things, but like pay of employees isn't based off of the game you play. Can Nathan Vetterline do it? Vetterline do something? He's an active member. No. Being a voice actor doesn't mean that you have pull. It means that he has. I mean, I'm not gonna speak on behalf of him because I don't know the guy and I don't know how much clout he has. But I think it's safe to assume Nathan probably has about as much say on TF2 updates as Uncle Dane does. They both have contacts. And when I say contacts, I mean like Dane has Jill added on Steam. So it's not even. They had around 360 employees in 2016. So 400, 450 maybe. Which is still not that much relative to the average company. Plus, they have Steam. They've made some of the hugest games in fucking the world. They've got Dota and CSGO running. They got the whole VR thing. Which I guess isn't making too much money, but like... the fact that they have enough money to get into that, they're fine. Employees, I'm sure, are paid well, even if you're on TF team. So whenever you think like we should go easy on the TF team, remember that they're probably being paid the same as the average Valve employee to release a medal update once a month, to add 5 medals, something that a single person could do. Literally one, you could ask Psych, a guy that makes TF2 hats, he could do that shit in a week, once a month. And that's what we get. That's what 30 people, that's what 30 monkeys with typewriters manage to put out once per month. How about you do it then? I don't know how to develop. You don't have to be a cook to know that food tastes like shit. And that's an exaggeration. I'm not saying the game is worse now because of small updates. I'm just saying, would it kill them to make a blog post? Hey, we're working on competitive ELO. We're experimenting with the heavy update. See you in a year. Is it that hard? They don't even have to say a year. They don't even have to say a date. They just have to say what they're working on. We shouldn't have to ask for communication. Yeah, anyone who thinks that I'm being like pushy here, I'm asking for the most basic fucking things that like both the biggest companies and the smallest game companies in the world do. The biggest companies know to communicate, at least a little, and the indie companies absolutely know. Valve is a big company that acts like an indie company, and they don't do either. They don't talk at all. And we're on year 5 of this shit, you know? This isn't new. If it's a one-on-one battle, it's single. This is a good hint. Challenger, please answer. What's a 2-on-2 Pokemon battle called? A 2-on-2 battle? What is a actually, no, don't tell me. I mean, 2v2 seems a little on the nose. I was thinking it was like a buddy battle or something. I don't even know what that would be, though. Partner battle? But I can only use one word. Matchup? Versus? No. It's a 1v1. Damn it, I was wrong. Sadness. Wow. Thanks for that paralyze heal. Means a lot. Gonna play Jazzstronauts? First I've heard of it, my man. You'd have to inform me. Hold on. Got some important business to tend to right now. I'm one badge away, and I don't know how much else there is to the game. There, they're all shiny now. Should save. What are your thoughts if Ninja Fortnite? No, I don't know a single thing about the guy. I did see today, because Fortnite's always the first thing, so I'll click it sometimes and see who's streaming. And the second guy that was streaming was almost had more than Ninja. Uh-oh. I didn't realize the Ligma thing killed his career like that, but... Oh no, no. Oh no. What ninja doesn't have 10 times the amount of viewers of everyone on Twitch combined? Ooh, dead streamer. I need to go heal. I'm trying to remember where it is though. Gary's Mod game mode? Oh. Yeah, I'd never heard of it. I don't even have Gary's Mod downloaded. I'd have to do some research. The TF2 problems you just discussed is just like my country's politics. No one knows what the fuck is going on here. How telling is that? How telling is that the TF team functions equally as bad as a government that doesn't tell their citizens what's happening? It's probably not good. Oh, Justin. And you must be Bianca. I'm the other Professor Juniper. Juniper who gave you the Pokédex is my daughter. Nice to meet you, Prof. Thanks to the Professor Juniper, I got to go on a journey and start figuring out possibilities. I'm very grateful to her. Is that right? Grand. Grand. Actually, we should chat later. Justin, Bianca, here's the situation. Some members of Team Plasma, quite a large group, broke through the tower wall and went inside. Bryson and that young man, I believe his name is Charon, the two of them went after Team Plasma, but they died. The tower stood tall since long before Unova. On top of the tower, a legendary dragon-type Pokemon waits for someone to... I feel like I'm getting deja vu of Gen 2. This feels like a recycled plot point. Just a hunch. I hadn't even heard of Ninja before Drake went on a stream. I don't think he was that big. But here's the thing, you probably didn't even know that much about Fortnite streams at that point. Drake coming on that, pretty much created a huge demographic of people watching Twitch. Probably straight up doubled Twitch's numbers, to be honest, overall. Because I guarantee you, there's hundreds of thousands of people who never watched Twitch that came to see Drake. And were like, hey, I'll stick around. I don't think he was a small streamer. He wasn't like me. But he wasn't, huge either. He wasn't like Tim. But everything changed when the Fortnite Nation attacked. Why couldn't Drake pick a good game to join? Well, you have to remember, you're thinking of all of this in retrospect. At the time, Fortnite was really hot, and it didn't quite have the negative stigma yet. It was just like a fun game. Fun game. So, what? That's a Pokemon? They're getting really generous with these definitions of Pokemon. I like the color scheme, but that's about it. Looks kind of like Bommy. Looks like a fat Bommy in a gimp suit. Great evolution. A great Pokemon. Well, it's gone now. I assume it's rock type? It looks like rock psychic? Who dat? I kinda wanna catch one. Yeah, if I don't use it. Ground? Rock Ghost? That's an interesting typing. I'm a little too over leveled now though. What keeps you coming back to play Pokemon games? Well, you say back, but I never played these games, and that's why I came back to them. The reason, like, I have gone back and played Pokemon Crystal and Pokemon Yellow, and that was, like... That was kind of a nostalgia sake. Like, it was so long since I last played it that I wanted to go back and experience them again. With these ones, I've never played these, so it's a new experience for me. But the reason I haven't gotten burnt out on Pokemon is just because I like Pokemon. I like JRPGs, I guess. That said, I liked the Pokemon designs and the story a bit more of the other games. There are a lot of people that said this is their favorite, and I won't take that away from you, but I don't think it's gonna knock any spots down for me. I am enjoying it, though. Enough to be here playing it, right? It's Ground Ghost. Still unique. Unique enough to be cool. Also, I do like this stuff. I know it's not like hard parkour or anything, but I like the layout of the world much more than the previous ones. Sun and Moon, I kind of hope that the Gen 8 isn't like Sun and Moon. For all the things I liked about it, you know, when I was thinking of a true evolution of the Pokemon genre, I was thinking of like full open world. Sun and Moon was still really linear for my tastes, I feel like. I hope Gen 8 is... This, like, I guess I'm paraphrasing myself here, but like, I almost think of a Breath of the Wild-y kind of Pokemon game, and I think that's what they're going for. I certainly hope so. Because you'll never really fully encapsulate the freedom of, like, being a Pokemon trainer until, like, you really can, you know, run to a Indigo Plateau right at the start of the game and take them on. I never liked how you were kind of locked off from certain places until you actually beat the gyms and all that. Every time you act like Gen 5 has horrible creative designs and it's so much less original, I'm gonna post Muck Grimer. I never said that. I never said Gen 1 was better. I just said I don't care much for designs. I don't mean like they're all shit. I mean in Gens 1 through 3, there's a couple Pokemon I can specifically name where I'm like, I really like those designs. But I haven't seen many in this game like that yet. Like, I thought Typhlosion was fucking cool. I thought Aggron was fucking cool. I thought... I don't know. Gen 1... I thought... I'm blanking, but... I thought Porygon. I thought Mewtwo was super cool. And I'm sure there are types like that in this game. I just haven't seen them yet. This is nothing, but there sure are a lot of them. What a complete bother. Haxorus did look cool. The Axew one, I like that design. You're like they're stretching on what can be a Pokemon. Yep. And I would say the same thing about, like, I don't know. Gen 1 Pokemon fall into that too. It's not like all Gen 1 are perfect. There are good Pokemon and there are bad Pokemon. So when I say that, it means I don't like that specific Pokemon. I don't mean the entire gen. I think these things right here look like Pokemon. Look enough like them. Wouldn't you still be locked out of areas in an open world Pokemon due to high level? Yeah, but that's not locked out. That's like... There's gotta be a word for that, where you can go, but you just shouldn't. That's like... That's not locking you out, though. You can still go there. obviously you wouldn't be able to beat the first you wouldn't be able to beat the first Elite Four. Soft gating? Yeah, soft gating would be a good way to put it. Like, you wouldn't be able to beat the first Elite Four, but you could... The fact that you could get there and fight them is, like... That enough is to be more free than current Pokemon games, you know? Right now, you have to go town to town, right? Generally in Pokemon games, Sun and Moon, even Sun and Moon, you kind of had to go town to town. You couldn't really go in any order. I want that. I want... Specifically, what I want is one where you can go to any town, and the gyms will scale based on how many badges. If any of you saw the Pokemon Origins movie, which is like a retelling of Pokemon Red and Blue, they had a really cool concept in that where each gym leader has like a different team of Pokemon depending on how many badges you have.
FUNKe, let me out of your basement.
No. So, like, when you were fighting Brock, if you had 1 badge, he would use, like, his 1 badge lineup. If he had 8 badges, he'd use the 8 badge lineup. I'm doing hand things because I'm Italian. Ignore that. But, like, I think something like that would be really cool for Gen 8, where, hey, I want to go to the last town, and I can fight the Pokemon there. Or I can fight the gym leader there, and I can start it backwards. I feel like that'd be really good for speedrunning, too. Like... People could figure out what would be the fastest route to get every gym. It would just be cool. It would be cool to see shit like that. Another cool thing would be if they had more than 8 gyms, but you only needed 8 badges. You remember in the original Pokemon, Gary had like 10 badges, and no one knew what the fuck was that about? Roll with it. Just say there's like... Say there's 16 gyms in the region, but 8 is the minimum you need to take on the Elite Four. They could do cool stuff like that. My point is, I want to see a lot of experimenting with Gen 7. I want to see a fully open world. Maybe it'll never be fully. It'll probably still have limitations. Like, I imagine it'll probably still be turn-based combat, but encountering Pokemon will be less of walking through grass and more of literally seeing a Pokemon and locking eyes with it or something. I don't know, like, it would be weird. I don't feel like you could get rid of the turn-based aspect of Pokemon. You could, but at that point, like, is it even really a Pokemon game? I feel like I don't feel like that's too big of a jump. I'd be interested to see a game try that, but maybe not yet. Like Pixelmon? Sort of. A lot like Pixelmon. Where it's open world, but turn-based, you know. I feel like you just want Xenoblade. I mean, I'm just describing an open world JRPG. That could apply to anything. Obviously, if arose by any other name. I'm talking about the Pokemon franchise specifically, though. Like Gen 7, what I want from it. That's what I want. How can you level grind if the game has to display all of them? How can you level grind? It doesn't have to. It can have them fade in and out. You can just have them stand still or something. I don't know how extensive Switch technology is, but you could still have tall grass and then maybe... I don't know. There's some technical fuckery you could do to make it so you can see the Pokemon when you find it. Good night and have fun from Germany. Take care, Piddle. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, Gen 8. I'll be getting those mixed up. Just know that I mean Gen 8. Do it like Go's doing. They're already doing it in that kind of way. I mean, kind of. In Pokemon Go, they stand still. There's not really, like... On a Switch game, you'd have to do more than that. Like, imagine Breath of the Wild, but all of the enemies didn't have an animation. They just, like, stood there in a T-pose, waiting. That would break the fun a little bit. You want them to, like, walk around, sniff stuff, do some animations. Scrafty is a carrion gent. Yeah, I'm noticing he's doing some work. I'm glad I picked him up. I like his hoodie, too. And Let's Go. Oh, you know, yeah, you're right. I got it mixed up. Yeah, I saw the demo play. They could do something like that. I mean, Let's Go has a mix of both, where you can catch them you can find them in the grass and there's some walking. And I think that'd be a good step. That'll probably be what they end up doing, honestly. It makes more sense than having, like, all of them out in the open. That would just be too taxing, I feel like. This reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it, from a Mario game. From Mario 64, I think. Like a big circular level. Still have no idea what any of this is. You gonna beat the game or beat the story? Is there a difference? TikTok clock, I believe. Was it? Yeah. I mean, how much post-game is there? I was planning on beating the full game. What, like, so, including post-game. I just don't know if the post-game is just... Because the post-game in this is just like a Battle Frontier. I may not, because I can't play online. But if they have post-game story, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's Pokemon. You generally, the game and the story are hand in hand. Post-game is 2 more cities. Okay. Well, I'll play it through. Again, I don't know what to expect, so I can't say what I'm doing. I'm playing it. I want to get the authentic experience, you know? Someone made it up here? Now, stop that trainer, for our Lord N. 1 by 1, don't team up on him. Actually, they might actually go. Can I get a 4v4? For once? Nope, it's 1v1. What animal would you most like to see a Pokemon based on? Dolphin. Why haven't we gotten one yet? I'm surprised we haven't gotten one yet. But I'd say dolphin. You know what? They could be super cheeky and make it look like a GameCube too. Make a dolphin Pokemon that's somehow related to the GameCube. That'd be fucking clever. For those who don't know, when the GameCube was in development, it was called Project Dolphin. Which is why I mean that. I think there's a picture of a dolphin, like, printed on the CPU or something. Robot dolphin. Could work. Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't one in Gen 7. Tiger Win. There was a Tiger one. There's the starter, the fire. Granted, it was firefighting, which sort of devalued it, but there was a tiger. Actually, was that a tiger? Yeah. Wasn't anything else. Brick break. I didn't want to waste all of it, but... It's Fire Dark, you poser. Is it? My bad. Wait, that... Yeah, that's the right one. I think Delfino Island is shaped like a dolphin as a reference to that. I didn't know that, but that makes sense. Yeah, so... I was mostly just referring to adding a dolphin Pokemon. But clearly they're aware of... They're aware enough. I mean, they would be. They made it. Get high jump kick on Scrafty. It's signature. I'll keep an eye out. Thanks. Put up a fight, junk man. He is putting up a fight. You need to relearn it. It's 31. Oh. I gotta find the move tutor then. I can't really think of any other Pokemon that would be super worthy of a... or any other animal. What's the, water bears? Those tiny... Those tiny, like, microscopic things that can survive in space. Make those. Make a Pokemon based off that. That'd be terrifying. Tardigrades. That. Freaky little fucking things. I want a Pokemon based off of Elmer Fudd. Rubbish is word in UK. I think that's why it's named Trubbish. Deoxys is that? What? Is there a straight up pig? There's Tepig, there's the Spoink, the jumpy thing. There's... I'm sure there's more. But those are two pig Pokemon. Grumpig? Yeah. Wait, Grumpig? I don't know what that is. But I'm sure there's more. Swinub? Yeah. There's a ton of pig Pokemon. Evolved Spoink. Oh, that's the name then. I want a Pokemon that's literally just a human. Like, indistinguishably human. And it'll be called Human. Jinx? Nah. I'm talking like man in business suit. I'm talking man with beard and hat and business suit. That speaks perfect English. But it's a Pokemon, and it just goes, Human, 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 Human. It's interesting how they corner me and get their asses kicked, but they don't, like, knock me out. Like, they just accept that they lost. They don't use their fists. I guess that's respectable. They don't beat up children. Getting major flashbacks. I like that aesthetic, though. That's cool. Major deja vu from Gen 2. Just saying. What do you think, Justin? How do you like the beautiful form of the Pokemon who appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to a new world? Now, Reshiram and I will head to the Pokemon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokemon battles that hurt Pokemon so. A Pokemon for Pokemon alone. Wait, a world for Pokemon alone. It's finally going to be a reality. I want an adult Hitler Pokemon. Thanks for sharing that, Beba. That's right. When Reshiram's counterpart Zekrom recognizes you, we'll finally be even, and you can try to stop us. Well, what will you do? My prediction? If the future that I see is true, you will meet Zekrom. The Pokemon with you believe in you so strongly. Will you be the one who interferes with my formula? If you want to protect the bonds between Pokemon and people, search for Zekrom. I'm sure it's waiting for you in the form of Dark Zekrom? Justin, did you see what flew off? How could this happen? Yo ho ho, he took a bite of gum gum. Look at that dude's neck. It's so long. Is that his actual neck? Hold on. I want like a close-up of that. But I don't know which window capture. Shit. Look at like the neck on that. Oh, never mind. I can't even get it to zoom in. Long boy. He looks like a giraffe. That's fucked up. Alright, now my whole OBS is messed up, so you have to give me a second. Trying to get it lined up again. Good enough. Nope. It's gonna bug me. See, yeah, no one can see it, but there's like a tiny black bar. There. Good enough. No, yes, no. Calm down. First we go back. He looks like the Welcome to EB Games kid. Still there? Shut up, it's not there. I mean, it is there. You know what? I'm just gonna work around it. I have a better solution. We're gonna pretend it's not there. by covering everything else. There. We're good. Professional streamer, by the way. There are 2 legendary dragon types? Yes, there are. You said it right, but not the S. It's kinda annoying. Say my name correctly, Babas, with an S. I like Beba better, though. I know Babas. I use one of my favorite fonts is Babas Nue. Don't ask why I know that. I do graphic design. Shut up. Right. Moreover, the boss of Team Plasma, N, who reawakened Reshiram, apparently said to look for the other Pokemon Zekrom. If I remember the myth, Reshiram's fiery breath, along with the other Pokemon, devastated ancient Unova in an instant, even knowing that, N is still wanting to awaken the other. Huh? Isn't it dangerous to bring back a Pokemon that powerful? Okay, it really... Say what you want about Pokemon games, I never felt like story was their strong suit. It's almost always... There's this legendary Pokemon that controls a lot, and it's been asleep, but now it's woken up. And we gotta stop this guy. With you, 3 10-year-old children, we can do it. We can save the world. I don't even know if I'm on camera anymore, but I'm more comfortable back here, so live with it. It's like the Pillarmen, but animals. Yeah, you fucking weeb, if you want to put it that way. Question for you guys, do SpongeBob and Zootopia count as furry stuff? Zootopia, yes. SpongeBob, what? That would be maybe scaly stuff, at best. Spongies. Bet that exists. Wonder if there's like a Sonic level fandom for SpongeBob. I know there's a lot of hardcore memers on Bikini Bottom Twitter. But other than that, I hope not. Sandy, technically. But I choose to not think about that. Past Route 4. Wow, I sure wish I knew where Route 4 was. That would help. There has to be a map. It's not an options. I wanted to check though. Survey radar, no. Check your bag. They moved it to the bag now? That seems kind of stupid. Ocarina. I'm looking for Route 4. Wow, I got some backtracking to do. I'm gonna have to fly out. It's right around here. Route 4. Alright. Alright. That should be easy enough. Nope. I know this is old, but what do you think of the Spy Pyro Heavy Racing? The Sonic game? The only stuff I know is the stuff from that Star video. I don't know anything else about the game. So, no opinion. Here's my opinion. Why haven't they done a spin-off with TF2 yet again? Why haven't they appeared in any other game? Why aren't they in Smash? What I'd like to know. Why doesn't Heavy appear in HOTS? Huh? Tracer gets to get in it. Valve Racing? No, because the 3-second timer that begins at the start of the race would never end. It would just go beep, beep. I thought that was pretty good. Hilarious. Making jokes about the number 3 in 2018. I didn't know that was Ent's full name, but thanks for either spoiling it or memeing me. Or one of the two. I'm looking for the Sand Resort. It's never stated in the games. Weird. I did not know that. I feel like I've heard it, but never held on to that information. Alright, I'm max repelling. I ain't even getting any XP off these guys anyways. I feel bad for anyone that has Gropius in their name. You're just asking to grow up with felonies. I think I'm out of repels. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I got a couple. This is new, I think. That or I'm really bad at exploring areas since I've already been here and haven't fought this guy. Use the candle that turns into a chandelier. The ghost type, right? It didn't seem like a bad pick. I'll probably adjust my lineup because I have some weaknesses right now that I need to chip out. I always love sand levels in Pokemon. Well, the only two I can think of are this here and the sand dune place in Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. And I only know that because I used it to farm the daycare center. Because there was a trick where if you used an acro bike, which can't go up like the rock slide, and you just like tape down the up key overnight, you could get a ton of free levels on your Pokemon. And I would do that shit. I do need a water type. The closest I have is Veronica. I guess I have that glacial thing too, but not on me. Yeah, this is the right way. I'm gonna see the ruins, but I'm afraid I might get lost in the desert. It's really big, and sometimes you run into Pokemon. Will I be in trouble? You're already like halfway through the desert. What do you mean you're gonna get lost? It's a resort. I was being sarcastic. Good. I was worried there for your mental health. Curb incoming? Please no. I just got here. Don't give me level 40s. Level 20? I'll take that. Cheating at video games? Yeah. I was a mad cheater. I figured out early on how to, like, trick Entei and Raikou. I mean, this isn't, like, cheating. This is kind of how you're supposed to, but, like, if you just reload the same zone in front of them, they'll rock into the zone you're in. And I abuse that shit. Also, Veronica is not helping. I'm going back to Scrung. Live in a house or an apartment? I'm in a house. I live with my folks right now. I was house hunting with my cousin, but it fell through, so I shelved that, and I guess I'm gonna look for solo apartments now in the coming months. It's hard because it's like pay rent, be an adult. I should probably do one of them. Cheating on body pillow. If you change a body pillow, is that considered cheating? Or is she bipolar? Or is she a pillow? And not a living thing? No, it couldn't be that. That looks like it could help. Actually, that's to like prevent being buffeted or something, right? I wish I could actually see what it does. Boost dark type. Okay. Who's dark? Scrungus. Polygamy pillow. No, I'm good. I'd like to repel again. Go buy a large gravel pit. That's what I'm saving up for. Think about it like this. The longer I don't move out, the more shitty Steam games I can buy to stream. That's my logic. For every day I don't pay rent, I can waste that money on a shitty stream gag. Although, let's be honest, when I move out, I'll still do the same thing. I have not asked my mom to keep me updated on her gangster rap, but when she said it, she stated that she listened to it regularly, so I would assume, yeah. Move to Virginia and live with me. I went to Virginia like 2 weeks ago. Alright to tour at. I don't know if I'd live there, though. I think if, like, I was ever gonna move out of state, I'd want to spend a year somewhere on the West Coast or somewhere, like, out of the country. Those would be, like, my go-tos. Maybe not, like, 2 states north, though. Should have gone to WV and visited me, Brome. Didn't hit me up. You should have, Snapchatted me on my private Snapchat. Stardust, Desert, are you looking for Dio? Ha! Humorous. Move in with Starchy. Yeah, he wouldn't even have to pay rent. He'd just stay sub to me. Just up his sub to, like, $400 tier. Sounds good. Ever been to Tennessee? No. I've never been, like, Midwest? Yeah, Midwest, I guess. I mean... No. I haven't even been in that area. How is it? How many cornfields? Move and never interact with the internet again. I briefly consider it on a day-to-day basis. On one hand, I should really just put Scrung at the front of the party, but also I can share the XP. But I can also just use an XP share. So it's kind of wasteful. Been to Europe? Nope. Never been out of country. I went to the Bahamas, but I think that's still a US province, so it doesn't even count. Never been. If I was ever to go out of country, I'd probably want to go to, like, New Zealand, or Italy, or Scotland. I want to go somewhere with really cool landscapes. Haven't been to Europe, though. East Tennessee is filled with both rednecks and hipsters. Sounds a lot like where I live, then. North Georgia is a weird mix. Because I live on the outskirts of Atlanta, so you get a really weird mix of, like, progressive and backwoods. And it's weird. Like, neither of them interact with each other. They just exist individually. Hey, I'm watching from Italy. Hook me up with those good hotel spots, fam. I live in Montgomery, Alabama. It's pretty nice. I don't know much of Alabama. I feel like it gets a worse rap than it actually is. But maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better since I'm their neighbor. When you live next to them, you like, hey, they're not so bad, you know. They're a little rowdy after 8 p.m., but they're nice when you get to know them. What the hell are these? A statue of a Pokemon? Portugal, one of the most beautiful landscapes, nice people, and delicious food. I didn't consider that, but I suppose that would have to be... That would have to be on the list, then. You're impressive, Justin, making it here before I did. Dealing with the desert resort's Pokemon took longer. I didn't even fight any. I only made it all the way thanks to my own. Alder went on ahead. Let's hurry. Yeah, let's... Darumaka? Don't know what that is. If you try to enter Vatican City from where I live, they yell at you? Yikes. Probably won't catch me doing that then. Move somewhere isolated and become a coal miner. Dude, coal is so last century. It's all about bit mining. I need to move to Wyoming and buy all their GPUs. Well, there was like apparently, I can't remember where it was. There was like a town that had a problem because bit miners literally like turned it into a fucking farm. Like they just bought up computers and factories and filled them up with like mining facilities for crypto. It was like using up a majority of the electricity of the town, like 80%. I need to do that. It's despicable, yeah, it's kind of terrifying. Yeah, good luck cooling that. I'm sure it was in like a colder state. But the fact that you can even get that far. Like at that point you just have to create laws around it. Like, hey, don't fucking mine crypto with 100,000 computers in a factory. Don't think we need to tell you that. Well, I figured as much. Alright, so that kid's definitely dead now. Which reminds me of the ruins of Alps. Also the ice cave where Arcticuno is, but with less ice. Nope. Or just don't do it at all. Yeah, I'd say that. You visit Italy, make sure you know basic Italian, because people get very frustrated. I would assume that's the case in most non-English first language countries. But yeah. I don't think I could get by with Bellissimo. I need a little more in my vocab. Can I get by her? Gets has told us that once again we should test how much power you have. We'll see if you can defeat the team. Hurry through the flowing sands. Actually, hold on. I don't want to bring controversial topics to the table, but do you have any specific political viewpoints? Yeah, I have one, and I'm generally not a political person, but I'm pretty vehement about this. And if you have to leave because you disagree, that's fine. But I really think we should legalize ranch. Specifical? I know, it's very controversial. But I think the time is now to legalize ranch dressing. We've gone too long. Cheers to that, bro. Facade? What is facade? 70 doubles if user is under a status effect. It's not much better than anything I have. Play Animal Crossing after you finish Pokemon? I was planning on Wind Waker next. But I would say Animal Crossing is probably top of the list after that. Actually, no. Hold on. Give up on that. No. Payback seat. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Animal Crossing's up there. time-wise, once I finish Wind Waker, I think Death's Gambit will be out, which is a game I want to play once it releases. But around then, so like 1 or 2 weeks from now, I'd like to pick up Animal Crossing. The thing is, what is Animal Crossing available on? Like, I guess I could... I don't have a capture device, so I'd have to play it the same way I do this. Either way. I have it in mind. I'll say that much, but probably not next game. If you do it, make sure you get a Fan HD texture project pack. I'll have to do my research. New Leaf on 3DS, City Folk on Wii. Alright. And GameCube. Well, I'd have to find the, Anyone have a suggestion on the best Animal Crossing game to go into? I would assume 3DS. But I don't know. New Leaf? Alright. That's the one I figured. Pocket Camp, the mobile game? I've never played it, and I don't want you pulling that shit on me. I haven't been paying attention. How much damage is this doing? Not enough, I don't think. Enough. Just enough. You should play Shaq Fu. Isn't Shaq Fu on Switch? Or Shaq Fu 2? I was at the store trying to find... I can't remember what I was buying. I think I was buying Mario Tennis. And I saw Shaq Fu for Switch. I didn't expect that. Figures. No, it's on SNES and it's horrible. Shaq Fu 1. Okay, I was thinking of the second one then, but still. Oh, I read an article today that apparently Nintendo, like, publicly announced that it's pronounced NES. You can't say NES. So, I guess, like, it's SNES and NES. And that pisses me off. But I get it, too, because Earthbound. But I'm still mad. Funk's really bad at looking at Pokemon and understanding basic clues. Well, I mean, this is normal type. Probably. That's what I can gather. I'd say it's 50-50. It doesn't help that, like, my attention goes back and forth. But, yeah, you kinda right. Damn it, I was running. Say it as SNES. Okay, you're just wrong, then. SNES? That sounds like you're saying assness. That sounds like you're saying ass sniff. I just don't like NES. NES. Rolls off the tongue better. Prefer to not deal with random encounters right now. Mother 1's protagonist is named Ninten. Ha! It's cute. Wait, you can jump up that? Where am I? I think I got myself lost. Is it GIF or GIF? Yes. Now we wait for the angry chatters. For the record, I go with GIF. Alright? I'm fucking with you. But apparently the creator said it was GIF. But the creator is a fucking idiot, so... doesn't matter. Graphical interface format. Yeah, wouldn't it be hard G anyways? I don't adhere to the belief that just because the creator named it, it has to be pronounced that way. Especially when he's clearly senile. This isn't really relevant, But did you know the creator of the guys that created USB ports? There actually was a way to make it reversible, but they chose not to. Because it would have been a bit more expensive and they figured no one would care. Oops. Yikes. And now you can't really do it because all technology uses the non-reversible. So you'd have to convince entire industries. So, yikes. Go down the sand buttholes. Okay. Well, I can't now. They're trying with USB-C. That's like the avicular one, right? I did see that. To be honest, if there's one thing I can hope for my grandchildren, it's that they don't feel the pain of reversing a USB 3 times and it's still not working. No one should ever have to deal with that. World hunger, fuck it. Drunk driving, fuck it. Weed, don't legalize it. One thing we need, the only thing we'll ever need, reversible USBs. It'll change society. What do you mean by reversing the USB? What? Are you asking me what I mean? I mean, when you have a USB, plug it in, it doesn't work. You flip it, plug it in, it doesn't work. You flip it, you plug it in, and it does work. That's what I mean. The edge of it. The actual tip. I hate that. We all hate it. Everyone fucking hates it. And that's why I'm mad that, like, they didn't make it reversible. Whoops, I was running. I want to take what you said out of context and send it to a news source. Well, you can't get me demonetized on Twitch yet, so... At least I won't be in trouble. I'll be fine either way, probably. Probably not. Are you referring to the files? No, no, no. The physical USB. I'm trying to think of other, like, modern-day inconveniences, but we do a pretty good job these days with not fucking up. The USB one's gonna stick around, though. You get the Fossilmon here? No, I haven't gotten to the bottom. I'm on my very way right now. The thing is, I'm being told to take the sand pits, but I don't know what sand pits, so I'm kind of just ballparking it. It's been like a month with the devil bots. Yep. I like him. He's grown on me. Whoops, I shouldn't have gone up. Is Genesect here? Is that the fossil I'm looking for? What was that theory that, like, supposedly Genesect was a modified Kabutops? Was that ever confirmed officially, or was that only forever just a theory? A game theory. No big gamer brain, sadly. Alright, try 3. No, yes, yes. Okay, I don't even know if you're answering my question now. Not confirmed? Aw. Well, there's always headcanon. It was deconfirmed? Oh, damn, that's just weak. Old tech not being repairable is not so great. My granny just gave me a 70s OB and I can't put it to work and no one wants to fix it, so there's an inconvenience. That reminded me of something. One of my favorite pastimes, I had like a phase a couple months ago where I would go on YouTube and I'd look up documentaries from like the 50s about the future to see what they would expect us to have now. And I gotta tell you, some of them were so close and some of them were so off. There was one specifically talking about, it was a documentary on like the modern day of a American in like 1990 or something. And this was made in like the 40s or 50s. And they're like, in the future, laundry will be a thing of ease. You'll no longer have to manually wash it. And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. And they're like, you'll just put it into a steam closet on a hanger and they'll auto clean themselves. And everyone's gonna be doing that. Oops. Not quite. There was another one where they're like, in the future, people will no longer be making meals. There will be robots in your kitchen connected to all your appliances, your fridge and your pantry, and it'll like spit out plates of meals for you, freshly cooked. And everyone's gonna be using it in 1990. Oops, yeah, not quite about that. And there was another, and this is like actual predictions, by the way. Another one, and this was kind of close. They're like, in the future there will be modern day computers. They didn't say computers, but modern day devices where you can do all your shopping and all of your kids can like do your schoolwork. But the funny thing was, when they were showing like online shopping, what they did was effectively you could watch a live stream of someone showing you all the items, and then you could click like a button to bid on it, and you could bid on the item, and then they'd grab it and ship it to you immediately. So they were kind of right about like Amazon, but not really. They were like 30% right. Also, they were showing the kid like, your kids will all be homeschooled now. And it was just, there wasn't a keyboard. There was two buttons that said yes or no, and it would ask the kids questions, and they would hit yes or no. And they're like, this is your entire kid's education. Again, you're kind of right. Like, yeah, there's online learning, but not exactly like that. Foot reveal, I have shoes on. Those were like the most interesting things. I love watching those videos just to see how much they get wrong. As you can tell, they get a lot wrong. Which makes me sad to realize that I'm probably wrong about a lot of the stuff that I hope happens in the future. Speaking of... No. I'll save you. We know more. We're grounded in reality now. We know we got a better understanding. What brand of show? Do you mean the show? That wasn't a show. Those were just like documentaries. You can literally go on Google and look up the Day of Tomorrow from 1950. Not exactly that, but it's that kind of stuff. Just look up, you know, 1950s documentary on the future. He probably meant chew. Probably, but I'm gonna choose to believe otherwise. Uvula revealed? I got my, tonsils removed. I guess I could still show my uvula. But no. I'm very sensitive about the size of my uvula. I don't have my tonsils. I literally can't show you my tonsils. I can show... Well, I could. Oh, God. I'm choking. Pencil shavings. Well, I was gonna say I could show you. I got like a split down my tongue still, but it's not as noticeable now. So I can't really even show it. And I'm not gonna lick the webcam. I considered it, but I probably shouldn't. Tongue inflation, I can show you that. Hold on. It's been a while since I've shown this trick. I'll show you one more time. Not a trick. It's not like I'm turning it sideways. It's a... Sorry. Had to drop that one on you. Lick your keyboard. I will not. How are you? That's weird. That always freaks people out, and it's such like it's such a boring thing. Ugh. It's literally, I don't know what it is. I think there's like a genetic trait where you have control of a certain tongue muscle or something. And I guess I have it. My dad has it too. I think my brothers do as well. Not everyone can do it. Feel free to try at home. Don't send me pictures though, I don't want to see that. The fuck was that? See, that's my #1 party trick right there. The fucking tongue thing. It's the only party trick I have. But if you're ever, like, in a group of people and you're like, I need to entertain these people. Yep. I'm now everybody's friend. Just try to make your tongue hard. That's kind of a good way to put it. I think about it like this. You can imagine how it feels to, like, tense up your leg, right? And, like, blood flows to it, right? Like, try to tense up your knees or whatever. It's like that, but with the tongue. Or, like, right in the middle of the tongue. You're just tensing it up. That's how I can describe it. That was the work of an enemy stand. Yes. I can send you pictures of another body part of mine inflating if you want. I'm good, Babas. I'm good. And I think you're gonna go on a list after that. I need a water type. I just don't have one. That skill must come in handy. Yeah, I'll put food in my mouth and I'll bounce it on my tongue like a trampoline. That's the one use I have for it. Holy shit, I just did it. Round of applause, guys, for Coronator. He's got a fat fucking tongue. Congratulations. You must be so proud. My tummy. Is your tongue actually gaining in size or is it a magic trick? It's actually growing. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It gets a little less wide. It's almost like I'm reversing the tongue from flat to up. But I'm not turning it. I'm just, like, redistributing it, you know? So it goes from, like, this to that. And it kind of puffs out more, but it's more like that. Like, it's not the same length. Can you do a stream of eating frosted flakes? I can do a funk flake stream. I swear it gets bigger. Yeah, I never named the trick, but I guess if I was gonna name it, tongue erection wouldn't be a bad choice. What's the other trick, like rolling your tongue? That... Alright, this is just getting lewd. The fat tongue trick is my only trick. That and the finger thing, but I've shown that 100 times. I guess this is kind of a trick, but I can crack my knuckles every 10 minutes. Like, exactly 10 minutes. I've timed this shit. Give or take. I'd say it's the average. You roll it lengthwise, not widthwise. I am gonna try this. I do know a fun fact. I'm sure you've, like, seen this on, like, Vsauce or some shit, but if you flip your tongue upside down and then touch the top of it, you'll feel it on the opposite side. Because, like, for some reason, human brains didn't really evolve to even think about that kind of shit. So when you flip it over, it's just like, no, that's normal. That's the top, that's the bottom. I can't really describe the sensation. It's just, like, backwards. Like... You, like, just flip the tongue and then rub the bottom, you know? It's just a weird sensation. That's not a trick. Like, anyone can do that. Can you pop your thumb? Like that? I can pop it, yeah. It's hard. Like, hard to do. It's not hard for me. I tried it and it fucked me up. Yeah. Stop that. You don't like hearing me crack my, my bones. Like I said, you're gonna have to wait 10 minutes. I already cracked all of them. I can do my neck, but that one freaks me out too much, so I don't do it often. Break your thumbs? I just did. Oh, wait. Pop, you want me to break them. Alright, I'll break my thumb. No. What? Some people, like, apparently can make that go super far back. I can't. Oh, here's another trick. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to, like, remember how it goes. It's like... So, I don't remember what it is, but there's a certain muscle that connects your pinky finger and your ring finger. So if you, like, bend one down, the other can't move. But I don't remember how the trick works. Yeah, you'd have to Google that one. There's just a lot of weird quirks in the human bodies. Can you pop your knees? I don't know. I've never tried. I could pop my toes, but I probably shouldn't do that on stream. That could get a little weird. Yeah, let's go outside. Well, I'm trying to remember this trick. It was like... Oh, okay. So, like, if you put your hand down flat like this on a table, try to lift up your ring finger. You can't do it. It stays right where it is. So, like that. It's not flicking you off, alright? Just do that. You can't pick it up because there's like a muscle that keeps both of those fingers. I guess because it was just evolutionarily easier. Mother Nature's like, fuck it. They don't need to do weird tricks with their ring finger. Whatever. Don't hurt yourself, guys, by the way. Don't like fucking break your ring finger trying that. I'm just saying, like, fun fact. It doesn't move. You can do it, like, try it with the wrist, you know? That shit goes up and down, up and down. But that... Even, like, the pinky will go, but that will not. No one cares about your ring finger. But this is everyone's ring finger. Also, if you look at your hand and you check at the sign, you can actually read the word gullible. Did I get anybody? Anybody look? Gotcha, bitch. There's something where it's like some people have the M and some have the N, but I don't know anything about that. I don't think it's a difference. I think it's just... That's just like the creases of your hand. Also, I should have been paying attention. Head for Nakrina City Museum. Okay, I'll do that. Can you squish your body into a clown car? I don't like tight spaces, but probably. I'm not flexible, but I don't know. I sit crisscross enough I could make it work. Where am I going? Necropolis? Nakrina Museum. 100% the game tonight? I mean, I could. I don't know how long it is, though. So, it may not be feasible. Can you lick your beard? Shut up. Fuck. Not even that impressive anyways. Yeah, I need to fly. I forgot that it's... I was looking at the map. 100% means catch all the Pokemons. Yeah, I know. I was just, considering it. I watched a video about incels yesterday, and there was a guy who looked a lot like you. Oh, that actually was me. I was in that video. Apparently, I look like everybody. We've been over this. I have a generic face. You can take anybody in the world and put them next to me and be like, yeah, I see the resemblance. You know what fucked me up, like, learning? I don't remember what it... I might have to look it up. There was a mass extinction event of... I think it was Krakatoa. There was a volcano that supposedly that brought humans to near extinction. Like 70,000 years ago. Took the population down to anywhere between like 3 and 10,000 people. Which means that our genetic diversity is limited now to those people. So, like, we're no longer a result of hundreds of thousands of humans with millions of years of development. It's just this specific. It's called, like, genetic bottlenecking. It wasn't Krakatoa. Well, I don't know the name of it, but, like, there was a mass extinction event, and it lowered the breeding pool of humans down to, like, 1,000 breeding pairs. 1 to 10,000 1 to 3,000? Ballpark, like, 5,000-ish breeding pairs, right? And that's, like, might sound like a lot, but it's fucking nothing. There's 8 million humans. Granted, for a large portion of human existence, there wasn't nearly this many. But, like, just the fact that, like, humans were almost wiped out from that shit, it's like, ooh. Imagine how different, like, how different would civilization be? Like, think of all of the potential genius genes that were lost because of that shit. We could have been years... We could have been, like, an advanced civilization had that not wiped out so many. We could have been dead. It could have been so advanced that they all knew that we nuked them ourselves by now. We'll never know. We could have had AI. It's clear to me that they were trying to steal the dragon skull so they could revive the legendary dragon-type Pokemon. If you would, Justin, take this. Wait a moment. Yeah, no matter what happens, I'll still be around. Whether the volcano goes off or not. Can you get a Kaiser Wilhelm mustache? I don't know what that is. Toba Catastrophe, that was the name of it. It's a fun read if you get bored on that volcano. I mean, there's not that much info. We weren't really around. I mean, we didn't have text to know about it. But it's just cool. It's always cool hearing major events in human history. Guess they weren't genius enough to not stand next to the volcano. Yeah. Honestly, good. Obviously, the ones that survived were the smartest. Since I'm here. We've got those two. These two children. Go to Opelucid City. Gym leader that uses dragon type. They could know something. I'll wait for you. Until then. Do a collab with Pyrocynical. He followed me on Twitter, but then his Twitter got banned, and then he never followed me again. So, I think I lost my chance. My opportunity is gone on that one. In another timeline. We've been over this. Like, there's tons of big YouTubers who follow me, and then one day later, like, you know what, never mind. I've noticed there are, like, random, like, political accounts of, like, governors and stuff that'll follow and then unfollow instantly. For attention. Or maybe I'm getting some clout in the government, who knows? Everyone follows everyone. You'll find some weird ones. When are you adding old emotes to BBTV or Frank or Z? I got no excuse to have not yet. That's on me. When's Funk gonna follow me on Twitter? Dude, I don't even follow my mom on Twitter. I think she has one. I don't think she uses it, though. So, I'm going here. Easy enough, probably. The government wants me to participate in AI experiences. That's probably it. That must be it. I watched a video yesterday by this guy named Stunk, and he looks really like you. I can't tell if you're making fun of me or you actually did. Is there actually someone named Stunky? Either way. Did Dane hire you to make fun of me? Gonna go to sleep. Thanks for the stream. Later. Later, Bebas. Bebas. They follow for the tongue. That's clearly it. Don't use Franker, they're removing emotes they don't agree with. And that's lame. I guess that helps decide which one, then. I need to get over there. Just don't know how. Wow, she turned away right as I went there. Actually, hold on. That just reminded me of something. I was looking through my Twitch clips, and there was one, like, perfectly timed thing that I never noticed until someone had done that clip. Hold on, I'd like to show it. It's not, like, mind-blowing. It's just, like, weird. I have to go through all of these and find it first. There it is. It's called Best Sync. I'm so tempted to pause it. What? That right there, it fucking synchronized with the heavy. I wasn't even looking at the screen when that happened. I didn't. That's fucking. What? That's just weird. Okay. Plus, I think I was drunk on that stream, so you know I couldn't have planned that shit out. I just thought that was a cool clip. Underrated. Just weird. I'm mad I haven't been in a Twitch timing compilation. I've had like 4 or 5 pretty good examples. I gotta start my own Twitch timing compilation. Clearly that's the answer. Can you post that clip in chat? Yeah, hold on. That was drunk for me, Starchy. It was a lot, alright? 3 whole. 3 beers and a shot. I'm out for the weekend. Hold on, someone wanted a link, so... I'm gonna put it in stream chat. I'm a lightweight, alright? Do you think Habib will beef at I-63? At Rewind, he went back and forth from beefing and going hard, so I think we'll see some.
When you... $4.99. Luxurious.
Oh boy, a fight. Thanks, Yellow. I think that was the first stream of the night. Or the first sub of the night. Thank you. Habib always Habifs. Yeah. Damn if he isn't fun to watch, though. I saw the clip of him, like, realizing that he can get his mom and dad to, MGE. I want to see that happen. It's okay, you're still in puberty. I hope not. I should be fucking done with it by now. Horrible lip sync. Horrible. There's a typo in chat rules. No sexism, racism, or any other bigoted, offensive allowed. Anything. It should be anything. Yeah, weird. You're the first one. You'll get a bounty for finding a typo. You'll get my love and admiration. Could you not find the clip? What? My clip? No, I found it. I showed it. Posted it in the Discord. Probably should have used my starter for this, but whatever. $100 damage payback, baby. You're welcome. That Discord advertising is shameless. Mine, or did somebody else? I see a bunch of deleted messages. Oops. Yikes. Whoa, great. Full restore. You're one of those fighters. Me? Yeah, you know, at some point you gotta bite the bullet. For a while, at one point I was thinking about sharing my Discord on my main channel. Because I'm like, you know, it wouldn't hurt to like... There's a lot of people that don't know I have a Discord. But then the day I was thinking of that, I looked in the Discord and everyone was shitposting. And I'm like, do I want to deal with double this? And you know, after today's little stunt that you fuckers have been pulling, I think that was the good call. I think it was a good call to nod. Discord, like, emailed me. They're like, hey, you want to do a sponsorship on YouTube? Where you just, like... I'm like, hey, yeah, I was already planning on sharing it. And they're like, alright, cool, you're gonna do it on your main channel. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it on the second one. And they're like, alright. And then they ghosted me forever. They never responded again. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna take it. But they didn't give me the chance. I was like, oh yeah, I already plan on showing that. I already plan on telling people about the Discord. This was a while ago. This was before I even had the FUNKe outro. The FUNKe outro with, like, the links and all that. But they literally are like, so we want to partner with you on FUNKe. Can you do it on your main channel too? I'd rather not. Okay, bye. Alright. I feel so used. You know what I'm also mad about? I never got the Discord hoodie. Everyone that gets partnered on Discord gets like a free hoodie and shit. I never got that. Sleeping Bear got that. There are tons of people that like, why do they hate me so much? I'm trying my best over here. I think they just hate my Discord. I think they came into my Discord and they're like, this was a mistake. This was a mistake. We shouldn't have done any of this. We won't take it away because we don't want to get into legal trouble, but let's cut off ties with this guy. You should contact them. I mean, I don't even care about it. I don't even wear hoodies. I mean, I have a turtleneck on, but I don't really wear zip-up hoodies. I was just wondering why I never got it. And why they ghosted me whenever I tried to email them. Send it to me. I will if you want. I will. Send me your size. I'll get them to mail me it. Or I guess I could get it mailed to you, but... Technically, I'm owed one, so... Someone may as well have it. Although I don't know if they'd get mad at me for... Because technically... Technically, you're not the server owner, but... If they aren't gonna give me it, they got no right to complain. They basically own it. Well, you better hope they don't fact check then. I'm going to high school. I'm worried. How bad is it? It ain't bad. You're junior, sophomore? Fuck, freshman year. Your freshman year is gonna be a little awkward. But after that, it's honestly, it'll fly by. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it will. For me, it flew by. And I mean that in a good way. I'm not like, I miss the good old days. Dude, I'm fucking glad I'm done with it. But it's not, it's like, you'll come to find that all of the stakes in high school are not stakes. They're minuscule. And I don't mean to, like, devalue it. Because when you're a teenager, those tiny things are your world. They are what you experience. You aren't working a job and all that. But, like... It's gonna feel harder than it is. So, like, when you're in high school and you're like, this is too much, just remember, you'll survive. That said, if you don't, like, get on people's bad side and you do your work, you can have fun and not have a bad experience. Try some things you normally wouldn't do. Maybe not too weird, not too out there. But, you know, kiss a girl and you like it. Taste of her cherry chapstick, that kind of stuff. Don't shut yourself out. That's my advice. How many AP classes did you take? 0. I probably shouldn't do that. I didn't do honors or AP. I probably should have. I'd love to think that I easily could. I don't think at that age. I was a fucking stupid kid, but it wasn't like bad grade stupid. It was like slacky stupid. Like the last 2 years of high school, I got by with A's just because I'm like, fuck it, let's try. But the first 2 years I did bad. Like D student kind of bad. Couple F's, but I usually got them up. Didn't graduate late, so it worked out. That's a nice jacket. Did Discord send you it? No wonder you didn't get into college, son. You disappoint me. I did get into college. I mean, community college, so... I guess that's not a high bar, but... it is what it is. Were you in any clubs? No, but here's the thing. I'm fucking pissed because I wanted to be in clubs. But when we moved down to Florida... because I did freshman year in Georgia and then the rest in Florida. The Florida school was like a quarter as big and there was nothing ever going on there. I couldn't find any clubs. I'm sure there was and like I probably didn't look hard enough. But I genuinely kind of wish I had. I would have had more friends. I didn't do anything in high school. I literally... You guys know how often I uploaded when I was in high school? That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing instead of clubs. I was making getting hammered. You know, like, could have used the time a bit better. Not that I regret it. I mean, clearly it led to me getting here. And I'm living the high life now. Get good at competitive Pokemon and win 20k scholar money. DM me your 3DS code. I want to claim friends with a YouTuber. I need to find my 3DS, charge it, get the code, and then send you it. But I'll keep you updated. I really didn't do any extracurriculars in school. I did take, like, the classes. I specifically chose ones I'd be interested in, like the graphic design classes, the psychology classes, the literature classes, but I didn't do extracurriculars of those things. Make your own club, that's what I did. Made a board gaming club, made a bunch of friends, still have D&D. That's good advice for someone in high school. I'm not in high school. If I made a club today, if I made a high school club today, I'd get arrested. If I made a club at all, I don't think anyone would show up. But yeah, that I'd say that's a good idea for someone that can't find a club that they like. Start a club, start a gaming club. D&D club. Anything. Anime club. Goodbye, Scrunk. Scrunge. In order to graduate, we have to get 100 hours of community service. Damn. I think I had a similar thing at my school, but it wasn't community service. It was like community service or work. Yeah, we had to do I think 40 hours. I don't think it was 100. It was like 40 or something, 40 or 60 of out of school work of some form. So I did a paid internship where I basically I filed folders all day. I literally, like, my senior year consisted of three classes, and then I'd go file folders while listening to Critzcast and Control Point podcast for hours. I would like have my headphones in, listen to Critzcast and Control Point, which are TF2 podcasts, by the way, and I'd watch Team 4-Star, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. That was like my day. And it was fucking... I was living on air, dude. I should have used it better, but It was like the perfect job where I didn't have to think. I could just like listen to shit. I don't know if there's advice to come out of that story. That's just my experience. If you have to go through community service or something, it's a good experience. It will help you later in life to, depending on what you do, to get familiar with the workplace. But it doesn't have to be boring. I mean, it'll still be boring, but it doesn't have to be, like, painful. 7th grade gave me suicidal tendencies. Yikes. Hope you're doing better now. It's middle school. I don't think anyone leaves middle school better than they went into it, so... There's only so much you can do. Dude, I need to get a water type. If one thing this stream taught me, this is the most unfortunate time. I have the grass type, I guess, but like, that's barely doing. My edgy phase happened in middle school and I think it's over, so I'd like to say I came out better. I never had an edgy phase. I had a phase in middle school where I hung out with scene kids. But I wasn't seen. I didn't wear, like, all black. I hung out with scene kids. Because they were the only people that would talk to me. They were nice people, but they're also edgy scene kids, so it's like... They got a type. I didn't really fit in there. What's scene? Scene is like... It's like goth. It's like goth, but they call themselves not goth. Not emo, but still like brooding. Like My Chemical Romance, listening motherfuckers, that kind of thing. Hey, clods. I should get lemonade. Whoops. My button mashed. Berserk? I haven't yet, my man. I am not a schedule-y person. I will tell you once I have. I think that's more fair. I've got other media to sift through. I think JoJo will probably still take me another few nights. Done by next week, though. Am I the oldest one in this chat? Anyone over 21? I'm 21.4? 3? 21.3.5? I don't think you can use that many decimal places. Got done applying at Michael's and I got an interview. Hell yeah! Right on, brother. I remember when I was first looking for jobs, my dad told me to walk in and get a job. Walk in and ask for a job. Alright, Dad. I'm sure that'll work. I'm the oldest, pretty sure. I don't know, I could have Gaming Grandpa in my chat. He doesn't know how to type in it, but he likes watching me. I got according to my YouTube statistics, I got like at least a 5% margin of people above 45. So, it's an older Gen X and over. Got a couple of them. Far from the majority, though. YouTube stats don't matter because everyone lies. Yep. I was gonna keep saying, but I coughed. So, yep. Best cartoon? Avatar: The Last Airbender. That'd be my answer. Cardomon also had the same correct answer. I would argue Avatar: The Last Airbender, and you're free to disagree and have your favorite show. That's my favorite cartoon of all time, as of now. I would argue that it's one of the most well-produced, both story and visually, franchises of cartoons. I do really wish that they would remaster it in widescreen. I feel like Korra being widescreen almost... It doesn't, like, make it better than Avatar, but you can tell the difference. Like, Avatar was limited by its time. Like, it was such a great show, but it came out at a time where it wasn't that easy to get good quality. So, like, it had to be 4:3 and, like, 460 or whatever. Or 480. I hope one day they remaster it, like, Dragon Ball style. Where it's like the same animation, but like touched up, I guess. I don't expect it anytime soon, though. And frankly, I'd prefer just a new Avatar rather than a fix-up of the original. But maybe one day. They released the Blu-rays, but like they're barely any better than like the fan-made scale-ups. So, doesn't matter. Have we really been making our Pokemon suffer? Yes. Look at this. I'm gonna regret this. No, I've seen this. I'd prefer you to not show me this because it makes me hungry. But I have seen it. It's a great meme. You're a couple months late to it, though. And I've definitely seen it. Frankly, I think the Avatar movie adaptation makes up for not getting a remaster. Because it's just as good. Maybe better. A challenger? I'm sorry, but currently the gym leader's at home. Where's home? Have a favorite Ghibli? I got asked that during the Chasm stream. My favorite is... what is it? Spirited Away. But I'm not too familiar with Ghibli, so I can't really compare. This guy is dressed like a rocket grunt. But I guess he's not. He's wearing a hat. Wearing that... what's the name of that kind of hat? The, like, Tootie wears on Demon Days? The baker's boy kind of hat? Visor? I don't know if that's it. I guess it is. Yeah, it's like Slavs wear it. Guess, yeah, visor would be right enough. Which Pokemon you use? Yes, preparation before battle is very important for triple battles. Now let's start. Wait, alright, we're fighting in her home. Who needs gun ownership when you have 3 Pokemon stocked and ready to kill? 3 baby Pokemon. You're fighting with babies? Oh god, you poor thing. I'm gonna almost feel bad about this. I wish they'd make the houses have bathrooms and proper bedrooms to add a realistic aesthetic. Yeah, and I wish you could use them and smell them, haha. Just wondering. 3DS with smell-o-vision technology, please. The type effectiveness. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention. The left one is steel, the middle is psychic, and the right one is dead. Have you seen One Piece? Buddy, I read One Piece. I read all the way up to the time skip, like right before the time skip when I was in high school. And I followed maybe 1 season after time skip, and then I stopped after that. I was done. Bone type. I always appreciate a Rusty reference. I don't know if you were making fun of me or adding a joke. No, I actually agree. I've pointed out before, because I noticed that too. The houses are weirdly, like, lacking in basic appliances. I don't feel like it would hurt to just have, like, a bathroom modeled off to the side. Does anyone see that little pixel in the bottom right? What's that? Wow, literally unplayable. A mistake. Yeah, I think I saw anime off screen there. My Scrafty could try a little harder. I think you could too with the makeup, Shannon. You could try a little harder there. I gotta find where this gym leader's house is. The hopes of ancient people are put into this melody. I'll bring them back. Just a little farther. Yeah, that'd be it. I guess she did run up there before, but I got distracted looking around the town. I'll explain. What you're holding is the Darkstone. Zekrom, who will likely awaken from the Darkstone, and Reshiram, who's already awake, were once the same Pokemon. That single dragon Pokemon, along with twin heroes, brought a new region into being, and people and Pokemon had happy lives. One day, however, the twin heroes, the older— I almost said twin towers— the older brother who sought the truth, and the younger brother who sought ideals, began to argue about how to decide which one of them was right. The single dragon-type Pokemon had been with them all that time, split its body in two. One sided with the older brother, and the other with the younger brother. In its pursuit of the truth, the dragon Pokemon shot the understood world its name. Look out, I'm really strong, just like Drayden. Alright. Something about a demon dragon that splits in half. Good. That's all I needed. Very important. Mandatory dialogue. Oh boy, I hope not. That did sound a little important. I'm kind of just here to fight, though. This is a bop right here. A melancholy bop. Look at this. I'll look at one more image, Scourge. Nope. I'm not looking at that. You can keep that one. Not Bap, Uncle Dane subs. I said bop. Different. It's different. Hey, he has a Pokeball on his belt and one in his hand, but he only has one. You fucking poser. I bet you don't even train. It's a toy? He really is a poser then. He's trying to look cooler. I think that's definitively it. Scrunge is about to be a higher level than my starter, I think. You weren't lying when you said he was a carry. You think he's got like a McDonald's Pokeball on his belt? He's been carrying it since he was 5. I don't think he's ever even fought in a Pokemon battle. He just wandered in here. And the gym leader let him stay at the front because he felt bad. Yeah, he's my highest leveled now. Huh. Time flies when you're getting carried by one Pokemon. Use only your starter and he crashed through the entire dragon-type gym. That sounds awful. But I may try it. Dino. Are you doing a Nuzlocke? Nope. Blind run. First playthrough. Normal playthrough. That is a cool looking Pokemon. I will admit it's a little like... It's much less cartoony, but that's also kind of why I like it. I like the badass looking Pokemon. Like Salamence and Metagross. Gen 3 had like the best pseudo-legendaries, I feel like. Not even pseudo-legendaries, just like badass looking Pokemon. Don't even fuck it. Aggron, Metagross, Salamence, Blaziken. All of the starters in Gen 3 were solid. I would argue easily that it had some of the coolest badass designs. I would say it probably had my favorite, but I'm not going to say it had the best designs, just maybe some of the best badass ones. Kamo? Oh, the samurai thing from Sun and Moon. That looks weird, but I like it. I don't know. It doesn't compare to like Aggron for me, but it's still cool. It's like lanky. The best starter is Torterra. Torterra is hipster garbage, but in a good way. Like it's actually good. But it's highly regarded as hipster garbage. I'd say it's a million times better than Chimchar. I'd say I like it more than Piplup too. Honestly, yeah, I'd agree. I did Torterra. It's the coolest... Alright. This is kind of me nerding out, but Torterra is based off of like the old spirit turtles or whatever. Like there are old mythology of giant turtle islands. Like just like turtles with islands on their back. And I really like that design of mythology. So Torterra is just a really fucking cool looking one. I guess you could say Venusaur is sort of like that, but it's not really the same.
$4.99. Luxury.
Hipster garbage but in a good way FUNKe 2018.
That's my slogan, actually. Who unironically picks grass dudes. Hey, the Rowlet was cool. Rowlet was ghost type in Final Evolution. That's fucking solid. What's the pretentious looking lizard? That thing seems interesting enough. To be honest, Rowlet's kind of the only green. Rowlet is the only, like, good grass type. Torterra is one of my favorite designs of a starter, but I wouldn't call it one of my favorite Pokemon to use. Sceptile, actually, I fuck with. I fuck with Sceptile. I don't care what anyone says. That's a good one. Mega Sceptile, dude. You want to get in a ring with that? And I know, like, Mega Evolution's Omega LOL, but, like, hear me out. He's got a pretty fucking cool-looking Mega Evo. Even if you'll never see it in competitive play. Or ever again, because they scrapped Mega Evolutions, and that's good. Because they're kind of outdated. But they threw me a bone. Which starter did you pick? The fire one? The pig? I don't know what its final Evo is, but that. Ever play Pokken? Pokken Tournament? No, but I was actually planning on... I was interested in picking it up. So, in due time, I suppose. Have you heard of Death Grips or listened to Joji 88 Rising? Yeah, I've listened to Death Grips. I know of Joji, but I don't really listen to him. 88 Rising sounds familiar, but I can't say what it's from. But I believe I know of it. Blaziken's objectively the best starter if you're talking about competitive. Yeah, I agree with that, but I wasn't talking about... I was just bringing up the point of comp play to, like, sort of ground Mega Sceptile as in, alright, it's not that great. But I like it nonetheless. Yeah, I'm in the gym. I'm in the final gym, actually. I think it's the final. It's the 8th gym. I beat this, then I just have the Indigo Plateau and the legendary stuff in post-game. Although I'll probably... How long have I been up? Yeah, almost 4 hours. I'd figure I'd go to... I'd get the 8th gym badge and call it short after. So that I can wrap up the whole thing fully in one last stream. I don't want to, like, cut this off right before the Elite Four, you know? Someone told me to heat crash through the entire place. We'll see how that goes. I'll see if I can beat him with heat crash only. Laugh all you want. It's gonna happen. Right there. That was not worth it. How come there's no gym leader named Jim? That's a good question. I wish I could add on to that joke, but honestly, it's kind of a masterpiece of a joke as it is. Damn it. Wait, did I buy all max revives? No, that's an extra. And where's the normal? Need to sort this inventory. I'll shine the badges shortly. Need to make my make sure my Pokemon are breathing right now. I should probably use the Hyper Potion. Oh no. Okay, no. They're all still shiny. Mostly. I'm gonna touch them up. Good. I can spin that too. Oh, that's... I like that detail. It's weird. Oh yeah, if you could buy max revives, that'd be a little fuckety. So... I don't mind. The shitty route in Gen 4 with max revives? In Gen 4? I don't remember that. I remember there was that place next to the sauna or whatever in Gen 3 with, like, the roots. But apparently they're really bad for your Pokemon. Like, they make them hate you. But they were cheaper. At least I thought they were. I don't think they actually were. So I would buy all of those and my Pokemon would, like, fucking hate me. But it was like... Hey, it revived them. Brought them back. Ever listen to Gandalf style? I could have gone my whole life without ever knowing of that. So thank you for sharing. Scrunge is probably just gonna solo this entire gym, honestly. And I'm fine with that. You still play Pokemon Go, or is it too nerdy for you? I'm not so insecure that I won't play something because it's nerdy. I don't play it because I didn't have fun with it anymore. But I also haven't played it in 2 years, so it could be much different than I remember. But I stopped long ago. That said, I enjoyed it a lot when it first came out, and I'm gonna play Let's Go when it comes out. Good stream, cheers. Later, man. What's your drink of choice? Apple juice. If you mean, like, alcohol, I don't have one. I don't drink that much. If I had to pick, apple juice. Apple ale. I guess. I don't really do drinks, though. Capri Sun. Not Chug Jug. Like, if I'm gonna drink, then I'm gonna get, like, a gin and tonic, you know? If I'm in it, then I'm in it, dude. I don't pre-game with a fucking Bud Light. You want a Tornadoes in Pokemon Moon or Thunderous in Pokemon Sun? Because I have a code. I already have both. I have Pokemon Bank with majority of all the legendaries saved on it. Thank you very much. But I appreciate it. Anyways. I should really go double check my Pokemon bank. I haven't looked at it since Sun and Moon released. They could have deleted all my Pokemon by now. I can't go. I'm not... What's going on? I'm not holding down. Oh, okay. You have to hold up. Weird gym. Try some ciders or something. I really like Crown Apple as a shot, though. I've had that, yeah. I'd vouch for that. But again, I don't really drink, so... I can't really state a favorite. I will say when I first turned 21, I went out to get a drink with my parents. And I guess they thought I was just getting a beer or something, but I got like a margarita. I got like a 40% like fruity cocktail. And they're like, you're going hard. And I'm just like, it looked good. And you know what it was? I ain't even mad I got it. You gonna stream My Hero Academia game? I don't look that interested. It doesn't look that interesting to me. If it comes out to be more interesting than I know, then sure. But I'm holding off on any decisions right now. I have a shiny Audino and Ultra Sun that I named Shadman. Leave. Mooj put your profile pic as Zero's thumbnail. Mooj? I don't know who that is, but I guess he knows who I am. Thanks, Mooj, wherever you are. Getting drunk tonight with GF was curious on your choices. My only input is, like, the apple ale, or anything like apple cider, or whipped cream vodka, I guess. Those go down easy enough. There's like an iced tea whiskey or something that was okay. But I don't know the names because I'm a child. You gonna beat the game today? You're very close. How close am I? I was figuring I'd stop after the gym and then finish it up tomorrow, so I could play it alongside some other game. If I'm still like a few hours, then I'll probably take a breather. Because it's already been like 4 hours now. Yeah, I'll be doing some post-game. I want to do the amount that I would play were I just playing the game. It just came out and I wanted to play it. And I'm having fun, so that'd be enough. You're 80% done? Alright. Yeah, I'll probably split off to one more stream then. But that works out, honestly. To come back from GF stories, my crush sent me half a nude without asking. I'm living. Well done, guy. I have no input. But clearly it's working out for you, so bravo. Hate the apple ale, but the ciders, depending on the brand, are so good. Yeah, I could see that. I don't do the... I've done the cider more. But I'm a sucker for anything apple juice, so doesn't take much to get me. You're a chat among virgins. Yeah, like, what are you doing in this chat? You got half a nude, dude. You need to go to a bigger stream. We need a normie purge. Word. Go to Dane. Bet you Dane gets Snapchats of people erecting their sentry all the time. My crush once sent me a picture of his slong. I hope it wasn't unsolicited. I mean, I guess if he was your crush, I don't know how that works, but if the internet's taught me one thing, I probably should watch my phrasing here. People don't like unsolicited dick pics. Not that I've ever sent one, because I haven't. I'm just saying, everyone seems to agree. Just stop talking. I should just stop talking. Where's the 2-year sub badge? I have one. It's the songs from the Black Hole rocket ship. If you don't have it, it's because you're not a 2-year. All the Air has it. Nano has it. Geo might have it. I think he's up there. Sinister, I don't think has it. I think he's close, though. Like 19 or something. It's quite rare right now. It's a rare commodity. I think they could easily sell that 2-year sub badge on the street for a few hundred right now. Yeah, but you forgot who Nano was? I didn't forget. He changed his fucking name. That's not... He changed his name and the color of his name. He wanted me to not know. I know who Nano for Life was. I didn't know who Nano with an E was. It's not fair. Also, I'm lost. I need to get up there. So I have to make that go around again, then go up. What's gonna be your 3-year sub badge? That doesn't exist. But if I had one, that's a good question. It'd probably be Toon Link, because only people from that long ago will remember. I mean, everyone... 2 years will remember, but I think that would be the best thing. Bring back Toon Link's face. Ever tried kettle corn Oreos? No. And while that sounds bad, I thought the same thing of pistachio Oreos, but I ended up actually liking those. So, I would try kettle corn. I would not try red velvet again. That shit sucked. And I like red velvet. Red velvet's one of my favorite flavors, and they ruined it for me. Red velvet, bad. Pistachio... I think it's kind of acquired. Not bad. Kettle corn. We'll have to see. Cherry cola Oreos. Ah. That just sounds weird. I'm actually kind of interested in that. I don't think it would taste good, though. Bommy's growing on me. Toon Link on FUNKe looks weird now. I actually will sometimes see people with, like, Toon Link avatars and just be taken aback. I'm like... Word, man. That's vintage. I specifically designed Bommy to, like... so it would translate well. Bommy is literally just an inverted color scheme when Wicker Link. When you think about it. I mean, he's not, but... Design-wise, the colors work. And the weird thing is, I didn't even intend that. I, like, went back after Bommy was made and realized that it was inverted colors of Toon Link. So that worked out, I guess. Technically, it wasn't. It was blue and yellow, but then I changed it. Worked out. Cherry Cola Oreos have Pop Rocks in them, and it scared me. I could deal with that. I could go with, like, a little jump scare with my Oreos. Oh great, a Hyper Potion. Alright, that's a pretty cute Pokemon, I won't lie. Feels like it's in constant suffering with a giant spike going through its mouth, though. There's one way I'm winning this, I think, and it's bringing back Scrunch. Am I out of... I should have revives. Maybe not. I could have sworn I'd bought more. There they are. Scrunch, you're off the shelf one more time, buddy. Ice counters dragon. You know what? I would like to see the ice cream cone go ham. It is a little underleveled. I'll give him a chance. Wait, I just hit the wrong button. Yeah, hyper. Everyone go buy WarioWare Gold. That reminded me, I saw today on Twitter, Nintendo America changed their name to like Wario. It's me, Wario! And they were just shit posting on Twitter. They just like, they posted like, Wah! For like all 255 characters. Or whatever it is now. 500. Well done, Nintendo of America. I thought it was Waluigi at first. I saw wah, wah, and I'm like, it's happening. It's Wario. I forgot that his game released last week. Rip. But still, word. I'm glad they did it. Wow, good job, Ice Cream. You really put up a fight. Hey, I love your VODs. If you love VODs, then you're gonna love FUNKe Live. Actually, no. With the VODs, you can skip. You can't skip here. What you see is what you get. Been here for 4 hours. Here, I've been playing the game for 4 hours. I haven't been in this gym for 4 hours. I hope I haven't. Have I been losing track of time? But yeah, it's been like 4 hours. Time flies for me on these streams. Mostly just because it's very interactive. If I just sat playing it, it'd be the longest 4 hours of my life. But generally, I find the more I talk to chat, the more time flies. I've been in a coma for 4 years. Please come back. We miss you, FUNKe. Am I still... I'm still playing Sonic Heroes. I'm in a coma and I thought that I finished it. I never actually did. You gonna get Octopath Traveler? I wasn't planning on it. I want to play Death's Gambit. That's like the... I guess they're not really the same type of game, but... The next RPG I want to play is Death's Gambit. And that comes out August 14th. Been live too long. That's why I said I was gonna split it up. I don't want to finish the game. I'd be here all night. If you're reading this, you're in a coma after attempting to play Sonic Heroes. You become trapped in the game. It's just like one of my Japanese animes. FUNKe streams are great background noise for Overwatch comp matches. I always wind up losing. Zenyatta orbed! Jump Mercy! Jump Mercy! Left flank! Turn around! Probably doesn't work since you recognize my voice, but it was worth a shot. Genji ulting! Genji ulting! My left hand just fell asleep. Wake the fuck up! Sorry, I'm very abusive to my own body. I've had this problem. I think I'm my left pinky finger hurts whenever I type. That's part of why I'm playing Pokemon White. I think I gotta do the Banny wrist exercises. Otherwise I'll lose my gaming prowess. You gonna continue streaming? Nah, this'll mark the end of it. Just Pokemon White. It's been 4 hours. Generally, if a stream goes over 2.5 hours, it's just one game for the night. Usually when I do 2 games, I try to keep it like 2 hours max. With exceptions. Anyways, that's the 8th and final gym badge. Obtained, officially. It's not on a DS, Falcon. But Nintendo is very... They're very... not impish, they don't like emulation. So I'm not emulating. Do you have a stream schedule so I can watch during class? Yeah, Thursday through Sunday. Generally around 7 to 8 o'clock EST. I'll stream on, like, Tuesday and Wednesday sometimes too, but those aren't scheduled. And I usually try to do one, like, early stream a week. So, like, 10 o'clock EST. I try to get, like, 1 or 2 EU streams in there. A new present, a Master Ball. I'm gonna go catch a Aaron with it. It's the first thing I see. Now I gotta shine my freshly gained badge. What is that supposed to be? That looks like a bird. Like there's the eye, and it's got like it's like a bird with a mohawk. It's weird. Anyways, all 8 have been collected. Throw it at a Route 8, Route 1 Pokemon, or I'm DDoSing you. Well, now I have to. Isn't it legal to emulate? Yeah, it is if you own a copy. But it's also a tricky topic. Anyways, I'm gonna call it there. It feels weird to end the stream this early. Well, I say early, but earlier than normal. I almost just hit the stop stream button. I straight up just almost stopped it randomly. Oops. Yeah, so I'm streaming tomorrow and Sunday as per usual, normal time. This was just starting a bit earlier on Pokemon White. I figured I'd end tonight's a bit earlier so I have some more time to work on my own stuff. Because usually, the 8 o'clock streams usually end with me just going to bed shortly after. These earlier ones help me have some more time. You better read Berserk. I promise I will, dude. It's like literally number 1 on my list once JoJo's done. So I shall. I promise you that. And I don't make promises often. Plenty of people recommend things and I keep a list, but very few can say I've actually gotten through them yet. If I am to be real with you. But Berserk actually, like, I had a couple of my friends and cousin actually vouch for it as well. And I looked into it, so I shall. You gonna stream WarioWare Gold? I've never played a WarioWare game, so maybe. I need to, I didn't even know it was out. I don't know anything about it, so I don't have to get back to you on that. One last Overwatch call out. Widowmaker, top left, top left! I would make more advanced calls, but it's been so long I don't even remember what an advanced call is in Overwatch. Mercy took 72. That's not even much. But yeah, that's the end of it. I am offline now. Mercy down. Alright, I'm just gonna be real with you for a second. Real. I was sitting there trying to come up with a stream gimmick, as I always do for the end, but I couldn't think of one.